that's not even a lick and a promise, Hilda.
Oh, well, that's all it's getting this morning, Fred. I've got better things to do in my time today than skivvying.
Well, why don't you get Mike Baldwin to do it for you? He's supposed to do things for you, eh?
Oh, yeah, but I don't want to rub his nose in it, do I? Make a fool of him. And I don't want him worn out, neither. I want him in the pink for tonight.
Oh, aye.
And there's no need to say it like that. Dirty. He's just taking me out for a nice meal in a posh restaurant, that's all.
Wait till the champagne bubbles start going up your nose, Hilda. Make you think he's got curly hair.
Actually, I'm glad I didn't win you, Mike Baldwin, because after all, what have you and I got in common?
Nothing.
There's no need to be brutal.
Well, I think he's got as much in common with you as he has with Hilda Ogden, wouldn't you agree, Michael?
You're trying to be funny, Ozzy.
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
Well, I'll tell you this. I could have done worse than have Hilda with me. A lot worse.
Would you say he was regretting something?
I bet he was hoping a flashy little 18-year-old would win him.
Yeah, well, it serves him flaming well right then, doesn't it? Now, what did I come in for? What did I come... Oh, yes. Our Martin is eating me out of house now. Can I have another loaf and pay you later?
Of course you can,
Ta-ta, love. See you later. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Oh, thanks. Alf, we've got a letter from Grange. Alf!
What's it say?
I don't know. You read it, I don't. What does it say? Alf!
It says the business is ours if we want it.
Oh, Egg. Them people mustn't have wanted it then.
Looks like it.
I wonder why. Supposing there's something wrong with it, something we don't know about.
Well, you've been fretting for a week nearly, we wouldn't get it. Now we have got it, you're getting cold feet about it.
Yes, I know, but I want to know it's all right.
Of course it's all right, no danger. It's a good little business.
Are we having it then?
Of course we are.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going into the construction industry.
What, constructing rabbit hutches?
Not kind, Stanley. No, doing odd jobs. You know, the sort of jobs that your established firm won't touch.
Building rabbit hutches.
In fact, that's going to be my slogan. I do your dirty work. It's good, that, isn't it? I do your dirty work.
As long as the police don't hear about it, after your past record.
Stanley, you're being negative. In fact, that's the trouble with blokes in this country. In fact, it's the trouble with the whole country.
Oh, by the stars. It's getting more like the reading room at the library every day in here. Why aren't you out collecting?
I have been. I'm having a tea break, aren't I?
Always got a ready answer, haven't you? And the sooner you get yourself a job, the less excuse he'll have for skiving.
That is the very thing we've just been discussing, isn't it, Stan?
Ah, well, don't just discuss it. Do it. Any road, I don't care what you get up to today, the pair of you, because I've got other fish to fry. Now then, Mike's coming for me in half an hour to take me shopping in town, and then this afternoon he's chauffeuring me to the hairdresser's. So just make sure you don't brush against that Jaguar with your dirty clothes if you happen to be walking past it. In fact, it might be as well if you walked on the other side of the street. See you later.
You know, I think all this has gone to her head. You want to watch it, Stan. She's going to be making odious comparisons between you and him.
I wish she'd never won it.
I'm glad you came in, actually, Emily.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm sorry if I sounded a bit critical and a bit morbid. You know, the other day when we were talking about your ex-gentleman friend, Arnold, I was just a bit low at the time.
Oh, some of the things you said were true, Mavis. Life is lonely without a companion.
You mean without a man?
Well, not necessarily. Still, I suppose we were talking all right without a man then.
Do you think I'm going a bit strange, Emily?
No.
A bit eccentric, because I think I am.
Why?
Well, I don't know. It's just, I mean, the way I went on to you and then feeling so disappointed and flat at not winning Mike Baldwin. Heaven knows what I would have done with him if I had won him. I mean, I'd have been frightened to death of him. I just think I'm showing all the signs of being an old maid.
Oh, rubbish. You're still a young woman and not unattractive.
I can look quite nice, I know, especially if Rita's helped doll me up, but well, I think it's all in the mind. I mean, to tell you the truth, Emily, I'm just scared of men. I've lived all my life with my skirt pulled well down over my knees, and it's very sad. Not to mention a waist. And I just wish I could change before it's too late.
Well, it's not too late, Mavis.
Don't you think so?
Well, I'm sure so. I mean, look at Arnold. I mean, he came into my life, didn't he, when I thought it was, well, over in that respect.
I thought you'd finished with him.
Oh, we're still friends. In fact, he's taking me out tonight.
Oh.
We're just friends.
Oh, yes.
But I don't seem to be able to convince anybody.
Well, are you convinced yourself?
Well, of course I am. Oh, look, I must go. Bye.
Oh.
In fact, you can come with us if you like, if you've nothing else planned.
Oh, I have. No, I haven't.
I'll give you a ring later. And do pull yourself together, Mavis.
I don't know whether I ought to be serving you or not, you know, young man.
Why, what have I done?
She were hoping you'd fix it for her to win Mike Baldwin for the day.
Ah, well, actually, there's a second prize, Betty, and it's me for 2 days, and you've definitely won it.
You're not fobbing me off with second best, Kenneth Barlow.
Weight's right, form's right, jockey's right. I still don't fancy it. Why not? Well, it's number 7 in the runners, you see, and 7's not my lucky number.
No wonder the bookies wear expensive clothes and drink doubles. Here, cast your peepers over that, because that is a certainty.
What's this?
Well, you can read, can't you? I mean, other things apart from the racing paper and toilet signs and that.
Let me do the dirty work. LTD.
Limited, Stan, limited.
This entitles you to one £10 share in the above company, its assets and its profits. Signed, Edward Yates, Director. Still don't see what it means.
Well, it's a share certificate of my new company, innit? For £10, anyone can invest in it.
But there isn't one, it's only in your imagination.
No, but there will be, Stan. When enough people have invested and I've got the, capital to buy the equipment, you know, vehicles and ladders and that sort of thing, you know.
You don't think anybody's going to pay you £10 for that, do you?
Of course they are, because they'll be investing in me, won't they? And like I said, it's a dead certainty.
Ha, ha, ha!
Oh, go on, laugh.
It's like ordering a pint of beer before the brewery's built.
Oh, yeah, enjoy the comedy of it. I hope you're very happy. Go on. Well, here, try laughing at this.
Oh, hello, Chuck. We've just popped in for a quick one before I'm whisked off to get my hair done. Right, Mike?
Right.
Have you had your dinner yet?
No.
Oh, well, I'd get some here if I was you. And make arrangements for your tea and all, because I'm not going to be doing no cooking today. Cheerio.
Suddenly, you're not laughing anymore, Stan.
Hey, what's the name of the restaurant where we're going, Mike?
Oh, Ristorante Roma.
Oh, sounds posh, doesn't it?
What's going to have to drink then, eh?
Oh, you choose for me.
What about a dry martini with a drop of gin in it, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Make that 2 then, please, Betty.
Right, I will serve, madam, and serve. Oh, madam, eh? Fancy Annie Walker calling me madam? Oh, Betty, I am having a good time. I mean, when we pulled up at that supermarket in Mike's Jag, well, I thought Bessie Eccles up Stanley Street would have had a heart attack when we passed her shoving a trolley full of cat food. Think you're enjoying yourself and all, aren't you, Mike?
Are you, Mike?
Yeah, of course I'm, Hilda. I'm having a fabulous time.
And the day's hardly started yet, has it?
No, it hasn't, has it?
There's still tonight to come.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Hi, is the governor in, Stan?
Should be. Been upstairs long enough.
Oh, what's that? Half a brick?
It's me tea, isn't it? I'm not taking it to some fancy pub tonight, am I?
Can you guarantee that, can you? All right, I'm sorry.
Evening, Mike. Thought I had the jag full up.
Did the engine wants tuning. You ready then?
Yeah. How do I look?
Oh, fine.
You know, you were right about this dress. It does suit me. Mike helped me to choose this, Stan.
Oh, how much?
Oh, enough. Hey, Mike. Right, then.
Okay, after you.
I don't suppose we'll be too late, Chuck. What time do you think?
We'll have to see, won't we?
Oh, hey, did you notice, was there anybody in the street?
No, not really. All right.
Come on, Flower, let's get you to bed. Oh, good night, love. I've got a very naughty mother, do you know that?
Hello.
Come on in.
Sorry I'm late.
Hello.
Nodded off in the chair. 1 minute I was watching Clive Lloyd hook a ball into the stratosphere, and the next I was doing it myself in my dreams.
Well, you're not all that late. You did say 7-ish.
Emily!
What?
You look very attractive.
Thank you.
Far too attractive for a friend.
Talking of friends, do you mind if Mavis comes with us?
No?
Are you sure?
Well, yes, why not?
Well, it's just that she's so... doesn't get out very much, particularly at weekends.
Where would you like to go?
Well, it's a very nice evening.
So we'll go Mordring, as my dad used to say. And then we can drop off somewhere else for a drink.
Oh, sounds lovely.
Lovely for a lovely lady.
You're overdoing it, Arnold.
I know.
What's wrong? Something the matter with the car?
Hilda?
Yes.
Now, look, don't get me wrong. I'm saying this for my benefit as well as yours.
Yeah.
Well, this meal, it's going to be very posh, very swish. I mean, it's going to take some time. It's not just a question of rushing in, grabbing a meat pie and going out again. Well, what I'm trying to say is, we're going to be in each other's company for a couple of hours at least. More. And as we aren't exactly, well, mates, I was thinking...
Go on.
Well, if you want to scrub it, I could phone up, cancel the table, and you can have the money yourself. What, 40 quid? Might come in handy. I know you've had a lot of expense lately, and...
Mike.
And you could still pretend that we went, and... What?
Look, I'm not daft. Oh, I know I look it and I might act it sometimes, but... Well, I know that given the choice, you'd sooner be sitting in an empty pub than here with me. But I want to go for this meal, and I want to go with you because I want to go in style. And I know you know something about style.
Then you've got it, Hilda. You've got it, darling.
Go to the park. Gone on the Rasnos to your missus, you know, with a fancy man.
Somebody rattled your cage.
Hey, that's a good idea, Stanley. You want to get yourself a fancy woman. Mind you wouldn't find that too easy to do, would you?
You want to watch it, you'll wake up with a crowd round you.
Quicker in my boots, Stanley. I don't think.
Hello, mate. I'll have a big one.
Well, get in then.
Oh, all right, be like that. Pint, please, Fred.
Righto.
What's up?
Now,
Oh, now, come on, there's something up. Tell your Uncle Eddie.
they're taking a mickey out of me with Mike going out with our elder.
Well, it's all right. You got nothing to worry about there. Your elder won't get up to any hanky-panky.
No, I trust her with a football team. That's not it. It makes me feel daft, you know. You'd have thought she'd have thought of that, wouldn't you?
Well, the old macho's been gented. The old male pride. Still, it proves one thing, Stan.
What?
You're a human being, after all. Hey, hang on. I'm just going to have a word with Ken. Excuse me, Squire. Have you got a minute?
Got the whole evening, Eddie.
What do you think of that, then? Well, what do you think?
I know. You've invented a new game.
It's not a game, it's for real. I want to start up my own company, you see, and I need the capital, and that's the way of raising it, innit? It's just like you do on the stock market and that.
Eddie.
Look, and I thought if you were the first to invest, you being a solid, intelligent citizen, like, I mean, that would be like giving me a sprint start, wouldn't it?
Well, I'd love to help you, Eddie. I mean, I've got great faith in you. But how many other people are going to invest £10 in a business venture of yours? Your mother, perhaps?
No, not here.
Well, you're going to need a lot more collateral than a piece of paper. Like a list of jobs successfully completed, a list as long as your arm.
Yeah, but I can't do them without the proper equipment, can I?
Eddie, does the robin have proper equipment when he builds his nest? He just gets on with it. Sorry.
Trying to plug in that share thing.
Trying being the operative word.
Not instant.
Thinks I should be a flaming robin redbreast. No, I'm joining the club, mate.
What club?
For manic depressives.
Hey?
Champagne cocktail, eh? I didn't think it'd run to that.
On me, Hilda. Cheers.
Thank you. Beautiful place, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad.
Ooh, I think it's fabulous. Hey, Mike.
Hmm?
What sort of home did you come from? You know, when you was little.
Oh, very humble. Very ordinary, really. My father was a London docker when he worked, which wasn't often, because he didn't like work all that much.
Yet you can still walk into a place like this as though you was born to it. Do you know what? I've never been in a bank. Never. Never even been in a bank.
Oh, fancy that. Money's my key to a place like this. I know blokes haven't got a bean that will walk in here as if they own the place, because they're born to it. But money gives you confidence, just as much as breeding does.
Yeah, well, I haven't got neither. My mother was a weaver. And though I don't actually wear clogs like she did, well, I do in the way I live, if you see what I mean.
Oh, well. Perhaps the next generation, eh, love?
Oh, yeah, well, of course, my son's done very well, you know. He's an accountant.
Oh, well, there you are, then.
Still wish it had been my generation, love. Still, I'm here tonight, aren't I?
You sure are. And I tell you what, you're the best-looking woman in the place.
Oh, go on, you're only saying that.
Your tables are ready, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Signora.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is very nice. Is yours all right?
Yeah, great.
They give you a lot, don't they? Even Stan couldn't complain at that.
I'm sorry, Signore. The chef tells me the throat to alla gruyere isn't quite up to standard tonight. I wonder if Signore would care to choose something else.
Oh.
Why don't you have what I'm having? Steak tornado.
Oh, yes, I will. One...
Steak tornado.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for getting me out of that. My mind just went a blank, you know. Well, with it being so big, like an all in Italian.
Yeah, I never understand it. I mean, why do they do it? We're in England, aren't we? Not Italy.
Oh, yeah, but it's all part of it, isn't it? You know, it makes it that bit different.
Yeah, I suppose.
The Barolo, sir.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that all right for you?
Oh, could I see, please?
Signora.
Yes, thank you. I think that'll be very pleasant.
You're learning.
Could get used to this very quick.
Are you all looking after our Emily, are you, Mr. Swain?
Oh, I think so, Mrs. Walker. I've had no complaints.
Good, because she's very precious to us.
Oh, that's understandable.
He's got a solid, stable look on Mr. Swain, don't you think?
You reckon?
And I thought, qualities that should appeal to Emily.
Hey up, Stan. Here comes your gadabout spouse.
Hey, you're back soon. I thought you'd be on with the milk. If she came home at all.
Well, it's like this, you see. We've had us fill of the high life, so we thought we'd come in here and sample the low.
Had a good time, Mrs. Hampton.
Oh, it's been marvellous, Mrs. Walker. Marvellous.
Oh, and what does Mike say to that?
I've had a delightful evening, Elsie, with the most charming companion. And just to round it off, drinks all round, friend.
Aren't you speaking to me then, Chuck?
He's a bit upset, actually, Hilda.
Oh, he gets jealous if the butcher gives me a big chop, don't you, love?
Hey, don't embarrass me in front of them.
Well, that's just to show I've missed you and I'm glad to be back.
They are, Stan. I told you you were there, Buttercup.
Well, we're as good as God, as you might say.
Ah, country squires now.
Oh, it's in the country.
Well, about 5 miles outside Grange, isn't it, Al?
Oh, easy.
Well, what do you feel a bit stuck, living in a place like that, after you've lived here where everything's so handy?
Oh, I'm going to learn to drive, aren't I?
Well, so you say. I'll believe it when I see it.
You know, it's no faith in me.
Oh, Jane.
Fine, gin and tonic.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers. Well, I got a drink out of it, I didn't win you.
Oh, you don't know what you missed. Cheers, Mike.
Oh, cheers, Hilda.
Oh, what a night. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, would I?
I'll put the kettle on. Make yourself comfortable.
Thanks.
Deirdre must be asleep.
Well, it's very nearly midnight, you know.
We're dirty stop-outs, aren't we?
Least, I got a smile from Mavis.
finally.
The brandy, you mean?
What a character.
She does tend to exaggerate her situation. I mean, she's not always as miserable as that, far from it. Though she is basically lonely.
She obviously wants a husband.
Yes. Oh, is there such a person as a husband for Mavis?
There's such a person as a wife for me. Her name is Emily Bishop at the moment. Oh, have I overstepped the bounds of friendship? I'm sorry if I have.
No.
I could, if I wanted to, send a yes in that no.
I want to be fair with you, Arnold. The reasons I gave you for not marrying you, they were all genuine reasons. They still are. But they don't seem as insuperable now. But that's where wanting to be fair with you comes in. You see, I've been subjected to a lot of pressure from Deirdre, from others. They say I must have been quite mad to have turned you down, and I'm worried that the way I feel now has something to do with that pressure. I don't think it has. I think it's because I've grown more fond of you, and I don't feel frightened by the prospect of marriage anymore. That's what I think.
Will you marry me, Emily?
Yes, Arnold. I will.
It's not there now.
Well, I haven't sold it. I'd have remembered something like that. What did you say it were called?
Purple Nights with Purple Mama by Barracuda Sandwich. It was an LP.
It'd have to be.
Well, I know it was there, Rita, because this lad came in and he asked if he could play it, and I let him. And then I said, oh, good gracious, whatever's that? And he said it were Purple Nights with Purple Mama.
By Barracuda Sandwich?
Yes. Well, it's been stolen, Rita. He must have taken it with him.
Well, aren't we better off without it?
Oh, Rita, you can't take that attitude to shoplifting. It's a very serious social disease. Do you know, just the other day, there was a little lad. I caught him walking out with an armful of magazines. He just picked them up, he had.
So what did you do? Send him for a short, sharp shot?
I couldn't, could I? They were only 4.
There you go. There'll always be an excuse for letting them off. You'll never stop it.
Well, I think the day's rapidly approaching when we'll have to search customers at the door.
That wouldn't stop some of them. I mean, take old Ma McGregor. If there's any loose toffees hanging about, they're down Little Red Lane before you can say knife. We'd need a stomach pump and X-ray machine for that one. Hey, why aren't you out helping my husband make his fortune?
Because he sent me here, didn't he, to make you look beautiful?
I think he must mean you. With me, it's a wasted journey.
No, he said I was to paint your shelves.
Oh, and about time. Where's your paint?
Well, I'll go back for it.
Right, you're picking up the plumbing trade fast.
No, he said there'd be no point bringing any paint because it'd be the wrong colour.
Oh, see.
All right, clever clogs. What colour would you suggest, then? Battleship grey?
Oh, no, something light.
Something light? How about white? That's light.
No, off-white. Magnolia. Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Right, magnolia it is. Oh, it'll help if you take the books off the shelves.
Of course it would, love. Give it a brush, she'll do a job for you. Hey, remember me to your granny.
Oh, I will. It's all right. Hi.
Hello, love.
Hello.
He's nice, isn't he? Hey, you watch it, you're older than him.
And you're married.
What's that got to do with it?
I'll say I'm married. My loving husband says one of the do-it-yourself magazines has a section on fitted kitchens in, only you don't know which one.
Well, help yourself, love. They're down there. Happen you'll be lucky. Some of them tell you on front what's inside.
Only the builder says that if we want, we can put our own kitchen in and they'll give us an allowance. They'll do the plumbing, lay the water on and that.
Well, young Martin can connect it up for you. Because he'll be qualified by the time your house is ready.
Oh, Rita, don't be so pessimistic.
Hey, I've got it. Fitted kitchens in the new home. 10 out of 10.
Good. When will your house be ready?
Christmas, we hope. In time for the baby.
I think you're having us on. There's no showing.
Oh, Rita.
Sometimes I wish I was having young. Still, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Must be.
Trollo.
Bye-bye.
You can take that look off your face. We weren't
weren't all found under a gooseberry bush.
I just wish you could be a little bit more romantic at times and not quite so earthy.
Am I earthy?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, talking of romance, how's Emily's getting on? Is it hotting up a bit?
No, I'm afraid not. He actually proposed, but she turned him down.
Did she now? Do you know, secretly, I think you're quite pleased about that.
Oh, no, I'm not, Rita. No, I'm just sorry she hadn't found Mr. Right.
You could have fooled me. Who gave you the morning off?
I did, actually. Arnold's calling for me.
In the morning? You're coming it a bit, aren't you?
Will only be an hour. You haven't seen my gloves, have you? Oh. We're off to buy an engagement ring.
You what? Hey, come back here. Say that again.
I said we're going to buy an engagement ring.
Oh, Emily. Oh, Tracy, say congratulations. Your Auntie Emily's going to get married.
Give me a chance. Oh, thank you.
Oh, when did this happen?
Last night.
Oh, Emily, I can't tell you.
He's here.
Oh, I'm all of
So Arnold. Isn't it exciting? Are you going to say congratulations to him?
Oh, dark horse, aren't you? It made him where angels fear to tread.
Hello. You told her then?
I had to.
Of course she did. Hey, listen, can I pass it around? I mean, can I tell people?
Oh, I think we'd rather do it ourselves if you don't mind.
Oh, go on then, you miserable so-and-so.
We won't be long.
All right.
Bye.
Hey, listen, don't let go of him till you've got the ring.
I won't.
Oh. Tracy?
What?
If you see me near this phone, chuck your teddy at me.
And a packet of Uncle Albert's staple diet.
Don't tell me. Eccles cake.
That's right, yeah. And then that's it. Oh, unless you manage to trace that sauce mix for me, the one I was telling you about.
Oh.
The one was on telly.
I asked the traveller about them. He'd never heard of them.
Yeah, it mustn't be selling up here yet.
No, you'll have to ask the new fella.
What new fella?
Go on, you're dying to tell somebody.
Well, new fella here. You know, whoever's daft enough to buy the place.
You're going then?
Ah, well, our offer has been accepted, you know.
Where was it? Grange over Sand?
That's right. It's a little general store and a sub-post office.
Well, don't say Grange. I mean, it's miles off.
Well, Grange is the nearest town.
I don't know. Just as we're getting used to you.
Oh, well, it'll be a few weeks yet. I mean, it's all subject to contract.
Yeah, we've got to sell this place first.
Oh, aye, we can't do it until we've got money in our pockets. I think everybody's in the same boat these days, though.
Yep, right. Well, I hope it all works out for you anyway.
Well, spare a thought for me, you know. Stuck out in country and buses twice a week.
Well, you just have to learn to drive, won't you? Alf will teach you.
Alf will not.
Go on, you tell him.
Oh, no, sorry. I should have had more sense.
See? He knows what I'm talking about.
You can gang up on me, you know, as much as you like. But I don't care. There's plenty of other fellas.
Aye.
Yes, thousands. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, right. Well, I think I better leave you to it then. All right. Can you put this on the bill?
Yeah. Have you got anybody in mind in particular?
I might have.
Well, who?
That would be telling.
I know it'd be telling. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, morning.
Good morning, Hilda. Do you really want to know?
What can I get you, Hilda?
Oh, yeah, well, I know I want a quarter of tea, but there was something else. Oh, it'll come back to me. Interrupted a little matrimonial moment, did I?
Don't worry, Hilda, there'll be plenty more.
Well, I should hope so. It's the only thing that keeps us going. I mean, heaven help us if they took the rowing out of marriage, they'd been out left. Doesn't stop folk wanting to join us, though, does it? I seen Emily Bishop and her gentleman friend going off in his flashy car at 10:30 this morning. Must be serious, mustn't it? 10:30 in the morning.
Squeeze me, girls. Tap.
Listen, how do you mean it's worse when they tell you to send out? Well, it's bad enough keeping a secret. But when whoever it is tells you to send out, it's even worse. Any secret or one in particular? No, not one in particular. Particularly. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't think I do.
Give us back the fags, will you, Betty?
You sound desperate. I am desperate. My lad has put his foot down in the cafe about smoking.
Not quite right.
Oh, come on. I've not had 5 minutes all day, and the last one I had was at breakfast time.
Now's your chance. Give it up altogether.
Shut up and get us the fags.
Slave to Lady Nicotine.
No, I'm not. I could give it up just like that. Done it hundreds of times. Ta-ra, see you. So long, kid. Ta-ra. Hello, dear.
Now, I don't want to fuss.
Yes, I know.
Could I have a moment, Mrs. Walker?
Swain says.
I'd like to buy everyone a drink. Would you inquire as to...
Aye. What have we got here?
Emily.
You've got an engagement. Now I see what you were getting at.
I never said a word. Did I say a word?
Hey, when's the party then?
Really, Fred, we're having 3 drinks. Now, could I have your orders, please?
Never mind a free drink, Mrs. Walker. Be blowed to that. You're not getting off that lightly now. Come on, Emily, when's the party?
Oh, I don't think we're bothering, really.
See, she doesn't think you're worth a party, love.
Oh, yes, he is. They both are. The party is tonight. Invitations will be issued.
Where's it going to be then? The Midland Hotel?
No, next best thing. My place.
Your place?
Well, our place, then. Hey, sure up you. You haven't got an invite yet.
Well, I suppose we'd better have a party.
Right, everybody then. Come on, what's your drinks? Drinks are on Emily and Arnold. God bless them.
Lovely. Cheers.
Will you stop mithering? You don't get out for naught in Rovers, you know.
You don't get out for naught here, neither.
No, I know, but it makes a change for him. He spends his waking life in that pub.
I was just going to say the lads.
What lads?
Well, you know, the lads.
Yeah, I know. Anybody who happens to be in. Well, you can just tell the lads that you're meeting your wife for a change. You know, your wife. Now, come on, let's be having you. I can't please you, so please yourself. What do you want for your dinner?
I don't know. Out.
Choose summit.
Spaghetti.
With or without meat?
With.
Oh, go on, bang the price up.
Well, 110 be enough.
Come on.
Can I just butt in? Can you manage that lot for tea time? Emily's just got engaged.
Get away.
Yeah, they've just been in the Rovers. Arnold's been buying everybody drinks.
Hey?
Oh, it's too late, Stan. It's all over.
You daft devil.
Well, how was I to know? I'm not clairvoyant, am I?
What are you supposed to do? The flaming tea leaves are yours. Because the Clementine got
That stirred things up nicely. All right, I'll see you later then. You look very smart.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
You should have said.
Good morning. Is the lady ready?
Hey?
Hello, love. Already?
Right outside the door.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm leaving you, Alf. Only for an hour. This is Mr. Lorimer, my driving instructor. After you.
No, after you.
How'd it go?
She'll make a driver. Don't fret.
You all right?
Yes, fine.
She did very well for the first lesson. Very well indeed.
Oh, that's nice to know.
As long as we take it nice and easy.
Yes, well, I'm not expecting miracles.
Absolutely. Tomorrow then.
Yes.
Same time?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
See? Clever Dick.
Wouldn't it have been better to take them down and paint it outside?
Mr. Fairclough said not. I think the plaster's a bit dicey on this wall. He was worried if I took them down, I might not get them up again so easy.
I was just thinking about the smell. I mean, there's a lot of people can't stand the smell of paint.
Really? Doesn't worry me.
Hey, come here, Wonder Woman. You're behind the times, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You said Emily wasn't engaged.
Well, she's not.
Oh, yes, she is.
Oh, she turned him down, she told me.
Well, she's turned him up again. I've seen Ring. They were both in the Rovers, smiles a mile wide.
Oh.
So come on, pull your socks up. If she can do it, you can.
Oh, Rita.
Well, you've no excuse. I mean, you're not short of boyfriends. You've got Derek out there pining his life away for you. Half a dozen RSPCA fellas.
They're just passing acquaintances.
Mavis, that's how they start. Passing acquaintances. Then you build them up to something proper. Hey, you shouldn't be listening to this, you. Come here. Would you like me to phone Derek for you?
No.
Spoil sport.
Now, just listen to me starting off sequence. First, you check that gear's in neutral.
Look, I've told you, I'm having naught to do with it.
Why not? I'm not asking you to do anything. Just listen to me.
I've told you why not, because these driving schools have their own way of doing things that I know nothing about. And if Fella, my lad, says something's right and I say it's wrong, I'll never hear the last of it.
Don't be daft. Am I like that?
All right, then. Go on, I'll test you. And for a start, you're doing it wrong. First thing you do is look in your mirror.
Oh, no. Mr. Lorimer said...
See? Now, what did I say?
Well, if you're going to be like that...
So you mean it then, about going?
Oh, aye, once we get this place sorted out.
Off to the country, I hear.
Aye, very rural.
Listen, I don't want to put you off or anything. I mean, I know we're not all the same, but I'd go mad in the country.
Do you know, I could go mad right here, very easily.
Yeah, well, have you got my order ready?
Have we?
Yes, we have. Everything except anchovies.
Oh, they were Emily's idea. I said you wouldn't have any.
We normally do have.
Oh, sorry, I spoke.
Take no notice of them.
Listen, you're both invited, by the way.
Oh, no, love. No, we better not. No, we've put an advert in tonight's paper and we might have people ringing up, you know. We don't want to miss a prospective buyer.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've had some.
There's not to stop you going, you know. I'm quite capable of showing people round.
Yes, and you're quite capable of showing them damp patches and all.
Yeah, well, can I pay you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, Rini. Listen, if you do decide to come, it's any time after 8.
What was it you wanted testing on?
I don't need any help from you, thanks very much.
You're early.
I don't suppose you thought to put the kettle on.
Well, I would have done before I went out. Like I said, you're early.
Oh, well, stop arguing the toss and put the kettle on. Where you going?
Well, there's a new disco open down Bolton Road. Thought I'd go and see what they got on offer.
Oh, who are you taking?
I'm not taking anybody. That's what I said. I'm going to see what they got on offer.
Oh, charming. Who said the age of chivalry was dead?
Oh, woman called for you from down the street.
What woman?
Her as always looks like she's forgot something.
Emily Bishop?
Yeah. She said there's a party at her house, 8 o'clock. You're invited.
Oh, aye. What sort of a party?
Just a drink. She says she's getting engaged.
She's never.
Exactly what I thought. She's ancient.
I didn't mean it that way, you cheeky young devil.
Anyway, I've told you.
Yes, well, now you've told me, put the kettle on, will you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aren't you going?
Well, I need somebody to carry me. Are you volunteering?
I don't blame you. It'll be a right drag.
Yeah. If you're passing the television set, turn it on, will you? Oh, come on, turn the sound down a bit.
Is that the programme you want?
As long as it's moving, does it matter?
Shall I wait and brew up the tea?
I think you better.
My mum said you were a right raver.
I am. It's just worn me out, that's all.
Oh, I'm pleased you could come.
Well, she couldn't miss it. After all, she's going to be one of the family.
Yes, indeed. I'd like to wish you every happiness. Thank you.
I'm the wine waiter for the evening. What can I get you?
Oh, a glass of sweet sherry,
Sweet
please.
sherry, right.
Hello, maid.
It's for you.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little something, you know.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered. I'm only too pleased that you're here. Would you take this on?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Could I see the ring?
Oh, yes.
Not bad, is it?
Oh, it's lovely.
Mavis,
Oh, hello.
a drink.
Oh, excuse me. I think I better have something with a lot of lemonade.
With a lot of
in it.
lemonade in, right.
He wanted to buy me a more expensive one, but well, I don't know why. Didn't want anything better or bigger than Ernest gave me. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do in a strange way. I'd probably do the same thing myself if I was given half the chance. You know what that proves, don't you?
What?
We're both daft.
Do you know Arnold's sister?
I know.
Flora Mavis.
Oh, hello.
Mavis she's a great friend of Emily's.
Oh, how nice.
We're running out of wine. Oh, right. Excuse me. Duty calls.
I'll sit down there then. Yes. Thank you. You're not married, are you?
No, I never have been. Are you?
No. There always seems to be something else to do.
That gets in the way. I know exactly what you mean.
Yes. Well, I think it has a great deal to do with how self-sufficient you are.
Yes, I think it does.
Hello. Weatherfield 8825. Oh, no. No one on God's earth but my own daughter could wake me from a deep sleep. No, not really. Another 2 minutes and I would have been. You are? Oh, him? Oh, he's fine. Yeah. He likes the job, yeah. Len likes him. Because he said so, you daft ape. Will you start worrying? Well, he's out at the moment. I don't know, gone to a disco or something. Yes, love, yes. I'll get him to ring you as soon as he comes in, which will probably be tomorrow morning. Give over, I'm only joking. No, at least he's behaving himself, which is more than his mother did at his age. Look, get off the phone, will you? It must be costing you a small fortune. I'll tell him to ring you as soon as he comes back. Yeah, after 6. Yes, love. See ya. Yeah. Ta-ra. Yes, ta-ra.
Where is everybody?
Well, they're all around at Emily's, aren't they? At the party.
Oh, never thought to invite us.
Would have been if we'd been here instead of in that flaming shop, missing drinks.
Oh, change the record.
Ah, Mrs. Walker, I just wondered if it'd be all right to pop round to Emily's for an hour. It's not very busy here.
Were you invited?
Well, no, not in so many words.
Well, you see, actually, Elizabeth and I are invited, which is not surprising, considering we're very old friends of Emily's. So, in the circumstances, I think that you should hold the fort while we're away. Do you agree? Are you ready, dear?
Yeah.
Fred will look after things while we're away.
Ah, bless you.
Anytime.
We won't be long, but the least I can do is to show my face.
Should have thought that would be a bit drastic, Natalie.
No, naughty. Same again.
No, not when I can drink for nothing at Emily's. And who knows, being without me ever-loving, I just might get Ken Barlow on the stairs.
Hilda,
What?
tell us a joke.
Have you looked in the mirror?
Oh, have you decided on the happy day yet?
Oh, not exactly. We thought September sometime.
Oh, lovely, Emily.
Right.
Oh,
There we are. Can you manage that with
yeah,
those
I
two?
think so.
Sure. Is that dropping one?
Well, it'll give us a bit of a chance, won't it, to save up, you know, September.
I don't know. Oh, that's right. I think I might as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to do one of my comic monologues, but you'll be very pleased to hear that I've declined.
Oh, thank you, Arnold.
Daddy was going to say. Is Elsie coming?
Oh, she should be. She was asked. Oh, Emily, these are lovely. Thank you.
I'm not too sure about that sister of his.
Not met her.
I shouldn't bother. She's got a right frosty face. I don't think she wants them to get married.
Well, that much had expectations. I mean, if she's his only relative, she'd come into money, wouldn't she?
I suppose so, yeah.
And didn't I hear that she's looked after him since his wife died?
Well, yeah, so they say.
Well, yeah, then. It must be rotten when somebody else comes along and you get turned out.
Oh, you have made me feel ashamed of myself. Good. Oh, you are
Darling girls, you're obviously enjoying yourself. Let me fill you up a bit.
Oh, you're lovely, Bob.
Good. No, I know.
I'm taking you to the Rovers later. Hey, it's lovely. Oh, she does. She's very happy. Yes. Is her engagement ring? Yes, it's very happy.
Hi.
Hi.
Having a little bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Well, I'd like to ask why, but I feel I've forfeited the right.
You've not forfeited the right to be a friend.
Well, that's good to hear.
It's just, sometimes your memory plays you dirty tricks. Like reminding me that today is my 5th wedding anniversary. Or it would have been, if I'd had anybody to celebrate it with. Don't worry. Could have been worse. I've got Emily and Tracy, bless them. I mean, I could have been on my own, and that would have been bad.
Gran, is that you?
Well, it's not Miss World, I can tell you that for starters.
What are you doing here?
Well, I couldn't stay all day at Emily's, could I? If Had enough letting her persuade me to stay overnight, that's all. I didn't sleep a wink. I never do unless I'm in my own bed.
Here, give us that. You sit yourself down.
Oh, the smell of that smoke. I suppose you can taste it all over the house, can you?
Well, I've opened all the windows upstairs. Look, how are you anyway? Shouldn't you be in bed?
Well, no, I shouldn't be in flaming bed. Apart from the fact I feel as if the National Clog Dancing Championships had been held on my chest, I'm fine. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
A lot worse? If Mrs. Ogden hadn't come round when she did...
Don't remind me. How long has that been stood?
5 minutes. I'll put the kettle on
No,
again.
it's all right. Wet and warm will do for me, that's all. But I could do with another cup.
You want to take it easy, you know.
Oh, I'm going to, rest assured. I'm not going to that cafe today for anybody. Look, be a good lad. On your way to work, will you call in at Gail and tell her?
Yeah, of course I will. Is there anything else you want while I'm round the house?
No, not that I can think of offhand. Thank you very much all the same.
I don't believe it.
What? What's up now?
You and your flaming fags. I'd have thought you'd never want to see another fag again as long as you live.
Elsie Tanner with a fag on is bad enough, but Elsie Tanner without one is even worse. Now, have you got it?
Yeah, suit yourself. It's your funeral, isn't it?
Oh, what the hell's that?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Look, I've got to be getting off to work at any road. I'll see you at about dinner time then. If you haven't gone up in smoke first.
Morning.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Ogden.
I just popped round to see how your gran is. Emily Bishop said she'd come on.
Yes, she has. She's in there.
Oh, ta very much. Morning.
Morning, Hilda.
Oh, by the heck, it doesn't have pong, does it?
Yes, I had noticed.
Yeah. Still, it could have been worse, I suppose. How are you, any road?
Well, I'm fine, Hilda, thank you. Apart from the fact I feel I've been gargling with broken glass, I'm fine.
Oh, you don't look it. Got eyes like a couple of blood oranges.
Thank you very much, Hilda. You're very good for my morale.
Sam said I'm daft worrying about you, you know, when you've got the lad here, like, but... Well, I can't help it. I mean, after what happened last night, I'm bound to feel somewhat, aren't I?
Well, it's all right, Hilda. You don't have to bother him.
No, he said it happened a lot in the war, you know. Mortal enemies becoming bosom pals overnight after a close shave with death. Not that you and me was ever mortal enemies, like, but... Well, we weren't exactly blood brothers neither, were we? Not before this happened.
Look, Hilda, it's not that I'm ungrateful. Don't think that I'm not.
Yeah, could you squeeze another cup out of that pot?
Well, shouldn't you be getting back to work?
Oh, don't worry about that. No, Annie Walk will not be to 5 minutes in the circumstances. I'll get myself a cup. Oh, just think, though, eh? If I hadn't brewed up last night when I did, oh, doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Still keep the digestives on the top shelf, do you? Oh.
Oh, blast.
Morning, Squire. Is the Duchess inspecting the estate?
The coast is clear, if that's what you mean.
Well, I wouldn't exactly put it like that. It's just certain things that Hilda and I don't see eye to eye about, you know.
I know, like scrounging breakfast.
Ah, well, now you mention it, I wouldn't say no to marmalade butty.
As usual.
Why is it everybody sees the worst side of me these days?
Because maybe you only got a worse side.
Oh, don't you start. Got enough to put up with the rest of the world. Is this tea stewed?
No, none left.
Oh. Do you know, I don't know why I bother getting up in the morning sometimes. Where's it all going to end, Stan?
What are you on about now?
Work. I know it's something you haven't got a very close relationship, but it's something I've got to find, and quick.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Look, hand me that paper.
What paper?
That one over there. There's something there that'll suit you. If you look at the back page, look for services to houses. You got it?
Yeah, it'd help if I knew what I was looking for.
Here, give it here. Right up your street. There, yeah, I'll look at it. It's plain enough. There.
Take the hard work out of decorating. You pay for the materials, leave the rest to us. From £25 a room. There's nothing I want decorating.
I know there isn't. And you haven't got 25 quid, have you? But that's how you can get it.
Decorating?
Got a better idea?
No, not now you mention it.
Well, then.
Do you know, Stanley, if you hadn't had such a deprived childhood, you could have been running the country with a brain like yours.
Nothing interesting.
No, not unless you can get worked up about another final demand from the wholesaler.
Not again.
Looks like it, aye.
Sure, it was
brilliant 2 weeks ago. I went to by myself.
Try telling that to a computer. Oh, no, hang on. We seem to have got through to them at last. Now, we owe nothing, we've paid nothing, and the balance is nothing. It's cost them 10p to send that.
It's progress for you. Nothing from the estate agent?
No, rest of bills, worse luck. Genuine ones.
Somebody must be interested.
Well, the Bannisters haven't said no, you know. I mean, they seem quite keen.
No, I know, but I feel better if somebody else were and all.
Yeah, well, things are bound to be a bit slow. I mean, it's wrong time to sell a business, isn't it?
But it's a good business.
I know it is, but times like these, nobody in the right mind's going to jump into the first thing they see.
No, I suppose not.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Worrying ourselves sick about it's not going to sell the business.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself, but it doesn't help much, does it?
You know what you need, don't you? Something to take your mind off it. How about doing the stock taking?
Stock taking?
Yeah, well, we need to start it sometime, won't we?
Oh, go on. Give us 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, if we get a run at it, we can get it cracked by tonight.
I have a driving lesson, you know.
Oh, that'd be another couple of hours up the
It's
spout.
only an hour.
The lesson is, but by the time you've got yourself dolled up and then changed back again...
You don't want me to go in my overall, do you?
I can see you getting yourself done up like a dog's done if you want with me and all.
Try me.
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that.
Oh, go on. I'm not asking you to teach me. I just wanted to take me out, you know, after the shop shoes and give me some practice.
Yes, 5 minutes, you said.
Bit quiet in here for lunchtime, isn't it?
Holidays, isn't it? Those that aren't already away, you see, they're getting ready to go.
There you go. Right, it's not only that, Betty.
No.
I reckon folks are beginning to feel the pinch myself.
Yes, well, things aren't getting any easier, that's for sure.
But it's ridiculous, love. I mean, it's nearly twice the amount as the same quarter last year. Look at that.
Don't have to push it under my nose, Bet. I can read.
All right, I'm only saying.
I know what you're only saying. I'm saying you can't blame me for that. Things go up, you know.
Now you're telling me.
Well, I'm not just talking about gas bill either. You want to try buying in for a week, you do sometime. You go white.
I know all about that, love, but this is different. I mean, it's inflation gone mad, isn't it?
Well, there's 4 of us now, isn't there? I mean, that means there's twice as much as everything. Don't suppose our Brian and Gail have given much thought to cutting back on out.
Well, if you ask me, they haven't given much thought to anything, them two.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, I mean, they've still got their heads in the clouds, that's what I mean. Hey, how much do they pay towards the keep? I'll tell you what, I don't suppose them two have ever seen a gas bill or a rates bill or an electricity bill in their lives. They're far too busy thinking about ways of turning that new house into a fairy grotto to be concerned with minor details like how they're going to live when they get there.
Oh, you think like that then, do you now?
Why, what's up, don't you?
Half a bitty, please, Betty.
Ooh, you look like the cat that's got next door's budgie.
Well, no sense in looking on the black side, as the miner said to his missus.
You've had a change of fortune then, have you?
I certainly hope so, Kenneth. You are now looking at Messrs. Edward T. Yates and Company Limited, decorating experts.
Decorating? You mean house decorating?
Well, I'm not talking about Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't think it's quite that easy there. I mean, I thought you needed a fair bit of equipment for that sort of thing, to say nothing about a certain amount of expertise.
Oh, no, not if you're just ironing out your body, you see.
What?
Oh, yeah, I'd better explain,
Yes,
hadn't
I think you had.
Look, say you wanted a room decorating, right?
Wrong, but go on.
Yeah, well, you get the painting there, and then that's where I come in.
Ah, you put it on, you mean?
Correct.
Hey, I love it.
Now then, Mrs. T.
What?
You must need a bit doing, mustn't you? Lady living on her own. Now, you must need a hand to put a bit of paste and paper on. I'll do a special rate for you.
You won't, you know, because I don't need anything doing.
Oh, I see.
No, it doesn't need it. You see, I'm out such a lot, love.
Look, hasn't got nothing to do with that other business, has it? You know, when the clock went missing. Only I promise you, there'll be no bother. I stake my life on it.
Of course it has. That's over and done with as far as I'm concerned. No, I just don't want any decorating doing, lovey. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. OK.
Looks like you could have an uphill struggle on your hands, Eddie.
Is there any other way?
What did your last one die of?
Eh?
Well, you might at least have set the table.
Oh, you never said.
Oh, I never said, didn't I? And you in the habit of eating your dinner with your fingers.
Something smells good.
I must be out of my mind. I really must. I spend all week frying up for fellas who appreciate it about as much as they would a power cut in a strip club. And then I come home after all I've suffered, I do the same for you.
If it's any consolation, if big sardine sarnies any day of the week.
Only me! You as much as smile and I'll throttle you.
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting your dinners.
Why, you Hilda?
Oh, there now, isn't that funny?
What? Pie and chips, they don't make me laugh.
No, not that. No, I mean, you and me being on the same wavelength.
I'm sorry, Hilda, you lost me the minute you came through that door.
Well, we're having chips and all, me and Stan.
Oh, and you came round here to tell me that?
Oh, not exactly, no. No, you see, we was just sitting down when, well, Stan noticed we was out of vinegar. And if there's one thing he can't stand...
It's chips without vinegar.
There you are, you see. I told you we were on the same wavelength. So, if you could just see your way, you know.
I thought they sold vinegar at the corner shop.
Yeah, well, they do, but they're always very busy this time of day. I mean, chips would be cold by the time I got round to eating them.
I know the feeling. Will that do you?
Oh, yeah, plenty, Tar. I'll let you have it back later.
Don't bother.
No, only I knew you wouldn't mind. Because after all, if I hadn't come round last night when I did, heaven knows where you'd have been now, eh? See you later.
Oh, hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Not at all. Why, do you go to this trouble for all your driving instructors?
Every single one.
Oh, well, if you're ready, mustn't keep my best pupil waiting.
Do you know, I wish I had £1 for every time you said that this morning.
You're the first down this street, Mrs. Roberts. Honest.
I believe you. Bye, love.
Bye, Mr. Roberts.
Hiya, Cal. Your rain's looking a bit tasty.
You noticed and all, did you?
Well, I'd have to have my eyes closed not to. Give us a bottle of brown sauce, Cal.
Big one, small one?
Oh, little will do. Who's a lucky fella, then, eh?
That's the driving instructor, isn't it?
Driving instructor, eh? Wouldn't mind reading his shoes.
You?
No danger. Cosy little twosomes, quiet little country lanes, know what I mean, Alf? Land of opportunity. Beat standing behind a bar any day of the week, I'll tell you. Shut up, pal.
Right, I get it back to work. I don't know about you. All right, no need to rub it in. All right, I just said. Are you all right, Stan? You know you've only had an hour and a half for your dinner. I want to finish early, don't I? That's one of the perks of working for yourself. See you.
There you go,
The only one I can see as far as I'm concerned.
Come on, Eddie, where's that little smile? You'll have the customers complaining you put them off the rail.
I'll tell you what, Fred, the fella who said the Lord looks after them that have got it made and the rest can go and get knotted was dead right.
Who said that?
I did. Stick his hat in there, will you?
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, Eddie, but if you were dead keen on that decorating line...
Keen? Of course I'm keen. It's just getting someone else to share me enthusiasm, that's all.
I said if you were dead keen on that decorating line, what you've spent in here on booze could have put a little ad in the Gazette, couldn't it?
You're right, Fred, but you shouldn't be saying it.
Are you having another, love, or what?
No, I better not. We've always been on warpath all morning. See you later.
All right, ta-ra, love.
Come on, girls.
Just give us half when you're ready, Fred, will you?
All right, Albert. Hey, have you tried him yet?
Tried him for what?
Decorating. Eduardo Yatesio. Weatherfield's answer to Michelangelo.
Yeah, I had heard.
Hey, you haven't got nothing wants doing, have you?
Clever lad.
You have?
No, I haven't. Mind you, I'm not saying our bedroom couldn't do with a bit of freshening up like, but I prefer to look at my wallpaper the right road up, not standing on my head.
There you go, Bert.
Gail and Brian's bedroom, remember?
Look, that was a mistake anybody could have made.
Oh, yeah, but it's not the sort of mistake I make twice in a hurry, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you what I'll do. If I do hear of anybody who wants the paper putting on upside down, I'll put in a good word for you, Michelangelo.
Well, here we are, back in one piece, no thanks to me.
Oh, come on now. I thought you did rather well.
Is that one of your stock sayings, I know?
No, I mean it, really. You're making very good progress.
You could have me believing you. Well, shop still standing then?
I thought you were doing back half an hour ago.
Ah, my fault, Mr. Roberts. We got talking, I'm afraid.
Would you like to stay for a cup of tea? It won't take a sec.
No, thanks, Mrs. Roberts. Not just now. Some other time, perhaps. I must be off.
Oh, suit yourself. I'll be seeing you then.
You will.
And thanks.
My pleasure.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Talk to all his clients after a lesson, does he?
I don't know, do I?
Don't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll tell you what it's supposed to mean. Look, when you go for a driving lesson, at least you can do is to be back here on time.
Well, you're not exactly rushed off your feet.
No, not now, I'm not, but you weren't here when I was, were you? I'd suppose you'd be swanning off with him again tomorrow.
Hang on a minute, hang on. It wasn't just my idea, you know, that I should take driving lessons.
No, I know it wasn't. But I don't remember saying anything about chatting your driving instructor up for half an hour afterwards.
Oh, that's what's bothering you.
Look, let's just drop it, shall we? We've wasted enough time today. Look, I want to get these shelves done.
All right for some, isn't it?
Shut it.
Charming. Not got fixed up yet, then?
What's it to you?
Just asking.
I have, as a matter of fact.
With who?
Setting up on my own, aren't I?
Really? Doing what?
Decorating, if you must know.
Decorating?
Yeah, so if you have got a conscience about nicking me job...
I didn't nick your
I
job.
said, if you've got a conscience. If you see something on your travels, you could tip us the wink, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, suppose I could.
Ah, go back at your cheese.
Hang on a sec. Much money in this decorating lark, is there?
Enough.
So, Gran's living room might be worth a bob or two, then?
Yeah, it could be. Why is she thinking of having it done?
She's got to, hasn't she, after the fire?
Well, you could put a word in, couldn't you?
Yeah, suppose I could. For number one here, thanks for the tip. Well, don't look so hard done by. If there's any money to be made out of me Gran's living room, it's only right it should be kept in the family, isn't it? I'll be seeing you.
If I see you first, you won't.
Well, you look a lot better than you did last night, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it takes a lot to keep Elsie Tanner down, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I've noticed. A couple of days off work and you'll be, well, as good as new.
You must be kidding. I can't wait to get back to that sweatshop.
You can't?
No, to have a rest. You know, I've washed and washed everything in sight, everything you can see, and I can't get rid of the stench in the house.
It'll be with you for days, love. It smokes like that.
You're a great comfort,
I
you
know.
are.
It's true, though. Ooh, help.
Well, hello. Oh, your Martin said you'd be here. Now, are you sure you're feeling up to it?
Well, yes, I'm fine, Hilda, but you don't have to keep checking up on me every 4 hours, you know.
No trouble. No trouble at all. It's the least I can do. Because it can be a funny thing, fire damage, you know. There's always the danger of delayed shock. Isn't that right, Betty?
Well, she don't look so bad to me, Hilda. Well, not now.
No, I suppose you're right, considering all she's been through. Oh, do you know, it's uncanny. I still can't get over it.
What's that, Hilda?
The way the fickle hand of fate drew us together like that. How it singled me out and sent me round in her darkest hour.
Yes, well, what you having, Hilda?
Oh, well, since you're asking, I wouldn't mind a light ale. But I don't want you to go thinking you have to keep buying me drinks just to thank me for dragging you back from the jaws of death, you know. No, because if that's the case, I couldn't accept it. I mean, I only did what anybody would do in the circumstances. Of course, on the other hand, if you're offering to buy me one as a friend, well, that's a different matter.
Can I have a light bottle for my friend, Mrs. Ogden?
Hilda?
Hilda.
Hey, where's my tea?
What do you mean, where's your tea?
Well, there's none there.
Well, whose fault's that, you know, where everything's kept?
You're not coming home?
Stanley, I'm having a quiet drink with my friend Elsie. Now, if you want something to eat, you'll have to get it yourself.
Oh, well, I'll have a pint if you're getting them in.
I'm not, she is.
Just saying how things might have turned out, you know, if it hadn't been for your Hilda.
Well, don't forget me. She couldn't have got her out on her own, could she? All right, I'll go.
All right, can I have a pint for Stanley, please?
Oh, I didn't say that to catch a drink.
Well, if you don't want it, Stan.
I didn't say that either.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Your Bert's working tonight, then, is he?
Yeah, he's just gone.
It's going to be quiet when Brian and Gail move out for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you find it too quiet, love, you know where I am.
Yes, and my Bert will know where you are, and off, Reggie, if you keep talking like that.
Anyway, the house must be coming on now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's coming on a tree. It's up to the first floor now. Them two are never away from it. I keep saying to them, it's not going to grow any faster, but they're that blooming excited.
I don't know how kids do it today. Me and Edna were with their mother for, 10 years.
Yeah, well, that's because you weren't brought up in the live now, pay later world that we live in today, Fred. I mean, if you tell people often enough how easy it is to have the good things in life, you can't blame them for believing it, can you?
Yeah, putting themselves in hock up to their eyeballs for the rest of their lives, how they can keep it.
Well, that may be how you see it, but to a lot of people, it's just a way of life now.
What, everything on the flipping drip?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't lose too much sleep over if I were you. They don't seem to.
No, until something goes wrong, and then where are they then?
Well, like what?
Well, I mean, like inflation, mortgage rates going up. One of them being out of work for a couple of months. It's happening all the time. Where's the fitted carpets and all the fitted furniture then, eh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't happen to all of them, does it? Not all of them.
No, of course it doesn't. Lots of youngsters go into things with their eyes wide open. You've only got to look at your Brian and Gail, haven't you?
Yeah, of course you have.
I'll give you a hand with that.
No, it's all right, love. You get back to start taking.
Oh, no, I've had enough of that for one day. It wouldn't be so bad if we knew when we were going, or even if.
Do you know, why don't we give Bannisters a ring? It can't do any harm.
It can't do any good either. Look, if I start ringing them, they'll think we're starting to get desperate.
Well, they'll not hold that Grange over Sands place forever, you know.
I've not said no yet, you know. I mean, that's a sign in our favour.
I know they haven't said no yet, but supposing they do, where does that leave us?
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh. It's the story of my flaming life, that is.
I only brewed for one. You can match some more if you want to.
Stan, with the luck I'm having, the tap would probably come off in me hand.
No luck, then?
Not a sausage. No wonder the country's going to rack and ruin when a fella can't make an honest living.
Only one thing for it. You have to go out and get a job.
Stanley, I haven't exactly been playing bingo for the last few weeks, you know.
No, I mean a proper job. A job of work.
What, you mean down the labour?
Well, thousands do.
Stanley, there's 1.5 million unemployed out there. If I go and take one of their jobs, that's one less for them, innit? That's not doing anybody any good. No, it's up to fellas like me who've got a bit up here to indulge their grey matter in job creation. Not go snatching the work off the less fortunate.
And where'd that leave you?
Skint. And with a distinct feeling that there's nobody less fortunate.
What are you going to do?
Well, I've got no choice, have I? I'm going to have to make the supreme sacrifice. Go down the labour.
Stanley, you home?
Of course I'm home. You sent me home, didn't you?
Oh, hello, Eddie Chuck.
Eddie Chuck? I didn't know you better, Hilda. I'd swear you'd been sniffing the barmaid's apron.
Yeah, well, I have been having a drink with a very good friend of mine, as it happens.
She'd have been a good friend of mine, too, if you hadn't kicked me out.
Oh, no, she wouldn't, Stanley, because I'm not having you sponging off my mates, that's for sure.
Mates? You and Elsie Tanner? Oh, pull the other one, Hilda.
I don't remember asking you to join in the chorus.
You've been fighting like cat and dog as long as I've known you. The up and the downers you've had in this street are legend. They make the gunfight at the old Cake Corral look like a Sunday school picnic.
Oh, yeah, but that's all in the past now, isn't it? What happened last night has made us both see things in a different light. And you can take that look off your face. It's not unknown for mortal enemies to become bosom pals overnight after such a big thing as rescuing them from a blazing inferno. Isn't that right, Chuck?
A smoking sofa.
Same difference when your life's at stake.
Bosom pals? You and Elsie Tanner?
Like that.
That's all I needed. A sink full of flaming pots. Sometimes I wonder how you've got enough go to get out of bed in the morning.
They'll get done.
Yes, and I know what will buy. Turn that thing down, will you?
Some gone downstream to trade at the coast.
What's up with you? You were happy enough this morning. Who you been rowing with now?
Been rowing with anybody, have I? Wish to God I had. Could have blown me top, let off steam. It's that flaming Elder Ogden.
Mrs. Ogden. What's she been up to?
She's adopted me as her best friend. It's all right for you, me lad. You can laugh, but I'll tell you something. I can't stand much more of it. I really can't.
Hiya.
Hi, Martin.
Where's me dinner? I'd have thought you'd have got something a bit special together today, what with it being your day off.
You are in the great masculine tradition, I'll say that for you. You know, they don't give me days off so I can go happily drudging on.
No, I only asked.
No, well, they give me a day off so I can sweep and scrub and they do the dirty dishes. I've been at it since early this morning, and I'm here to tell you the rest of the day is mine, OK?
Yeah, great. Only I'm still famished.
OK, well, I'll take you down to the Rovers for a pie, all right?
Oh, hello, Martin. Hey, you're keeping a sharp eye on her, I hope.
How do you mean?
Well, somewhat like what your gran's gone through leaves its mark. She's not getting any younger, you know.
What do you want, Hilda?
Oh, nothing, Elsie Chuck. I just popped in to see you was all right, that's all.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you very much.
Well, just you take it easy now, because you inhaled a lot of them fumes, you know, and if I hadn't come in just when I did, we wouldn't be stood here talking about it now, would we? Well,
No.
you wouldn't any road.
Well, I keep telling you I'm very grateful, Hilda, but if you'll excuse us, we want to get to the Rovers before they run out of pies.
Oh, that's all right, Chuck. I can't stop anyway, because I'm making Stan a bit of dinner, you see, but have you got such a thing as a bit of lard, Andy?
Lard?
Yeah, I seem to have run out.
I think they sell lard at the corner shop.
But I'm in a hurry, you see.
Be just as quick going there as coming here.
Oh, no, she's always mowed out at dinner time. You have to stand queuing for ages. No, when you've got good neighbours, it's easier to pop next door. That's what me and Elsie always do, isn't it, Chuck?
Well, this do you?
Oh, Taya, I'll send Stan round with what I don't use.
Don't bother.
Oh, now it's no bother. And even if it was, that's never stopped me. No, I don't mind going to a bit of trouble for a friend. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. She's always on the flipping scrounge, and she... And you know, she keeps telling everybody how she saved your life. She's told me at least 3 times.
How many times do you think she's told me?
Mind you, maybe she did.
Yes, well, I wish she hadn't, the way she keeps yammering on. Now, come on, let's get gone before she comes back for something else.
Do you know, Stan, there's something dead touching about that woman's gratitude. She just can't do enough for me. It's not so much what she says exactly. Well, she's a bit tongue-tied, like, you know. But I can understand that. I mean, if somebody had just saved my life, I'd be a bit overwhelmed and all. But it's dead touching. Of course, I'll grant you that I've had to find fault with her a few times over the years, and she's deserved it and all. But I can't help feeling this'll be the making of her. And you know, Chuck, it gives you a good feeling to know that you've helped a human being to be better than what they was before.
Are you going to make them Fleming chips or not?
Oh, you, it's like talking to a slabber tripe. You're not interested unless your belly's involved.
I wouldn't care. You haven't got a good word to say for her usually, have you?
Aye, Stan.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, thanks for the cheery welcome.
I know we haven't always seen. Oh, hello, I suppose you're on the cadge as usual.
Oh, isn't it marvellous? I just popped in to see how you were keeping.
Well, we're very well, so now you know.
Don't pick on the lad. Sit down. You beaten Labour?
No, not yet. I haven't had time.
You what? That's about all you have got. You've now tell us but time, you.
Yeah, you're right if you did, but no, Hilda. What is it? When a bloke's riding high, it's all smiles. As soon as he's on the floor, bang, in goes the boot.
Something's up.
Been kicked out my home.
Well, you only had a room. You can't call that a home.
It was home to me, Hilda. While I had it, Monkey and his missus had given me the push.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh, you must have done something.
I did nothing. I was a model lodger. I did all sorts in that house. I changed the budgie's water and all that.
Oh, it was rough, though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was dog rough, Stan, but it was home.
Well, goodness knows what you must have done to get kicked out of a place like that.
I swear to you,
Well,
Mrs.
if you
O.
didn't do something, you must have said something.
It wasn't me that said things. The language I had used against me. Anyway, I'm looking for digs.
Oh, aye, well, you can keep on looking, because you won't find none here.
I pay me way, Hilda.
Oh, give over. Pay your way? What with? I mean, if you had a job, a bit of money coming in, you could lodge here and welcome. But it's bad enough keeping one lazy idle pig in comfort.
Who's that, Chuck?
Oh, if you don't know, Stanley, I'm not telling you.
Hey, butter some bread, will you? I'll fancy a chip butty.
Hey, is she making chips?
Enough for 2. Me and her.
Dan Johnson, large as life and twice as nasty. Come flying in that cavity right up to me.
Hi, Elsie.
Oh, flipping it, there's no escape, is there? Anyway, I just looked at him. I didn't know what to say, and he comes in with a big, "Hi, Elsie," you know. He needs to get medals for his cheek, that one.
Is that gin and tonic you're drinking? I think I'll have one.
Oh, good idea. Nice drink, if you can afford it.
Gin and tonic,
So
please,
what can I
Fred.
say?
You'll
to
buy
it?
your own.
It's not like coffee,
Look,
is it?
don't you
It's
fret.
very
I've got friends.
Well, I know.
47p, Hilda.
You. Cheers, Elsie.
Cheers. So in the finish, I got Gail to serve him, didn't I?
Oh, good for you, love.
Yeah, well, what else?
47p, Hilda.
I'm not paying for that. Give us a pint.
I thought a light bottle was your mark, Hilda. Gin's a bit pricey for you, isn't it, love?
Yeah, well, with Elsie drinking it, you see, I sort of picked up the habit, like you do have friends.
You want to make friends with a teetotaler. You know, save yourself a fortune.
Oh, I'm not always thinking about money, me. I'm not that sort. I wasn't thinking about money when I dashed into Elsie's and dragged her out of that fire. And she wasn't thinking about money when she said she'd never be able to repay me, were you, Elsie?
Me? I wasn't thinking about anything, Hilda.
Oh, you see, you're too septic, you, Fred. You'd be stood there wondering if he was going to spoil your best suit instead of saving somebody's life. Hey, that is a nice outfit, Elsie. Quite suits you.
Yeah, well, I really must rush now.
Going anywhere special?
I'm going into town.
Oh, hey, it's years since I had a look round the shops. Hang on a minute, I'll come with you. Won't take me long to get poshed up a bit.
Yeah, well, I have to be meeting somebody, and I'll have to dash. I'll see you later.
Well, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Hey, next time we'll make a proper outing of it.
Yeah.
She'll be lucky. Starflower. Hey, you won't be doing this much longer, will you? Stretching across the counter. When's the big move, then?
Well, we can't set a date yet, you see, Fred.
No, I can't do. That's the trouble.
I thought it were all settled. I thought we were going to some post office or something.
Oh, yeah, we know what we want and we've agreed to buy it, you know.
It's selling this place, though.
Bah, you'll have no trouble there, Alf. It's a grand little spot. It's a snip. Buy it myself if I had the brass.
You and a lot more, Fred, but it doesn't stop them wasting our time.
There's a couple interested, you know. They won't give us a straight yes or no.
Anyway, when it's settled, don't forget. Want a nice farewell do out here. I'll be seeing you. Ta-ra.
A nice farewell do. It'll get Christmas first.
Well, I'll get it. Robert's corner shop. Oh, yes. Yes, that should be all right. Yeah, fine. Hang on to your bonnet. That was Mrs. Bannister. Don't want to come round tonight.
Hey, did she sound interested?
I think you could say so. Her exact words were, I think we can reach an arrangement.
Oh, wow.
I think we're on our way, kid.
Oh!
Thanks very much, Betty. Have one yourself.
Thank you very much.
Ken.
Oh, hello, Eddie.
Excuse me. I'm just the fella I'm looking for.
Oh, right.
Look, I'll buy you a drink, only I'm a bit short, you know.
That's right, Eddie. I'll buy you a drink when I'm just going.
Oh, well, hang on, because I want to have a quick word. You see, I've got the chance of a job.
Oh, good. I'm very glad to hear it.
Yeah, well, they've said it's more or less mine if I want it, you know. The only thing is I've got to get a reference off somebody.
Me?
Well, you know, if you would, Ken, I'd be dead grateful.
Of course, it'd be a pleasure. Come on over to the centre and we'll put it on paper with a proper impressive letterheading.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm all that. Oh, Ivy, would you tell Gail I've got that list of childminders you wanted?
Pardon?
Yeah, she wanted a list of properly registered childminders.
Childminders?
As you know, there's the registered sort and there's the rest. Well, I've got the list, so would you tell her?
But she doesn't want
It's
to.
all right, love. Thanks very much, Ken. We'll tell her. All right.
She'll never do that, dump that baby on a childminder.
Well, people do, don't they? I mean, they have to.
Well, Gail don't have to.
Look, if they want that mortgage, she will. I mean, she'll have to go to work, won't she?
Well, I don't like it, Bert.
No, love. Neither do I.
Well, what are we going to do about it, then?
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my head down for a bit and you're going to cross the road to Baldwin's, Charlotte.
Yeah, but we can't
It's
just
all right.
leave it.
We'll talk tonight, all right? See you. My word. Somebody sounds happy.
As a matter of fact, can I have reason to be? It looks like it. Keep it to yourself, though. Looks like we sold the shop.
Oh, I see.
Yes, nothing signed and sealed yet, you know, but the people who are interested are coming round tonight to clinch the deal.
Oh, well, you must be pretty confident about it, else you wouldn't be so pleased with yourself.
Well, let's say I'm confident enough to stop giving tick. Mind you, not that you ever asked for any. But there are plenty who do, you know, she'll be nameless. Go on, I'll give you a clue. Her initials are old Ogden.
Oh, seeing you're so happy about it, I suppose I ought to say congratulations, but you'll be missed, you know, you and Alf.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say so. And we'll miss a lot of people round here, too.
Still, it's not as if Grange is the other end of the world, is it? And who knows, you might branch out and start a little bed and breakfast place.
Do you know, I think I quite like that. But I think Alf will have to do the breakfast. I can't face a frying pan in the morning.
The ones who are buying the shop, what sort of people are they?
It's hard to say, really. They're nice, middle-aged couple. I quite liked them.
I mean, it's quite a key position in the community, this shop.
They should fit in all right. She talks a lot. He's very quiet, but she's a lot to say for herself.
Oh, she should be able to cope with Hilda Ogden there.
Oh, I dare say, yes. Mind you, if she can't, it won't be my worry.
Hello. Oh, hello, Sharon. Hello, Ray. How's school going down these days?
All right.
Oh, how's your mummy? I've not seen her for a week or two.
She's got a job now.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
We're waiting for her.
Oh. Well, you'll not have had your tea, I dare say.
No, we have it when my nan gets home.
Oh, well, this won't put you off your tea. Thought I might find a toffee or two in here. How about you, Wayne? There you are, look. That's it, a green one. And you one as well, Shan. What time will your mummy be home?
About 5:30.
Oh, only I was wondering, I mean, it's starting to rain.
Oh, we going to bush shelter.
Will you? Well, look, I'll give Sharon these toffees and she can share them out, eh? Can you trust her? I bet you can. There you are, Ducky. Ta-ta, ta-ta. See you. Ta-ta.
I'm twice we've had chips today.
Are you grumbling?
I'm not grumbling.
Well, are you saying thank you, Hilda, my dear, then?
I'm just saying that's twice we've had chips today.
Hello, hello, hello. Ah, chips.
Hey, get off.
Go on, you mingy beggar. Do you know you do a marvellous chip, Hilda? Out of this world.
Oh, well, it's nice to be appreciated.
Coming in people's houses, picking the chips off their plate.
Stanley, I'll buy you a bagful, because I'm on top of the world. I've got some news for you. Wait for it, wait for it. Here it comes. I've only landed a job, haven't I?
Eh?
Regular paying W-O-R-K, Stanley.
Eh?
Oh, he doesn't do it, you see, so he can't spell it. He's telling you he's got a job, you pie can.
Oh. And I'm chuffed to little mint balls.
Well, you've changed your tune, haven't you? One time, if somebody offered you a job, you'd have run all the way down the East Lancs Road back to Liverpool.
Yeah, well, needs must when the social security drives, Hilda. And anyway, I must say I'm quite looking forward to having a few shillings in my pocket.
What is it?
Only with the council.
Get away.
Yeah, I am now on the books of your actual council. Pension scheme, the lot.
Well, how did you manage that? An old lag like you and scruffy with it.
Perseverance, Hilda. Keenness at the interview, a willingness to please, and an attractive personality. Oh, yeah, and I had a nice reference from Ken Barlow.
You jammy beggar. A council job.
Well, you do have to go and ask for them, you know. They don't bring them round on handcarts. What exactly is the job, Eddie?
Well, it's sort of to do with the removal and transportation of spoilages.
Oh, I say.
Yeah, coping with what we in the profession call detritus. Refuse official. So I thought, you know, you'd be quite glad of a few bob coming in. So if the offer of a lodger is still on, you know.
Oh, well, of course, we'd have to discuss terms, you know.
You won't find me stingy, Hilda.
Mind you, I wouldn't like it. Not with my back. I mean, them bins can be heavy, you know. And bags of dust, too. Get on your chest.
Here. You're not a bin man, are you?
Yeah, well, some people do use the old terminology, yeah.
Refuse official. You're a flaming bin man.
But trying to change the image, Hilda. You see when I'm lodging with you.
Oh, no, you've had that. I'm not having you coming tripping in here straight from the tip, dripping muck and rubbish all over the place.
But you said it was all agreed.
No, I have to put up with him, but I'm not having any more rubbish in the house.
Oh, charming. I don't know what you're so fussy about. It's not exactly Buckingham Palace, is it?
Out. Go on, get out. You can't come in here insulting my home like that. Go on, get out.
All right, I'm going. Do you know you've upset me, Hilda? I know when I'm hurt, you know.
You make yourself useful. Get them in the bin.
What are you doing? Today's, isn't it? And TV Times.
Well, if you haven't read them now, you never will.
Oh, give up. I'm not finished with these yet.
Look, it's all clutter. Anyway, they'll be here in a minute and want place looking some bit
Look,
like...
they're coming to see the shop, not the state of the living room.
It all goes to make a good impression, doesn't it? And if they're going to buy a shop, then they're going to live in here. Well, let's show them that they can enjoy it.
What, like we enjoy it?
Exactly.
If we enjoy it so much, why are we selling?
Look, I'm not going to get into one of your silly arguments. Oh, my God, that's them. Now you go on.
Yes, I will, but do me a favour. Just calm down a bit. You know, take a few deep breaths.
Yes.
Oh, hey, take them. Go through, Mrs.
Thank you.
Hello, nice to see you again. Keeping well, I hope.
Yeah, all right. We're both on top side, thank you. And how are you?
Oh, rushed off her feet, you know, as usual. Very busy. Customers in and out all the time, never stop.
Yes, but we cope very well, you know. I mean, I dare say you'll cope just as well.
Oh, I mean, it's all down to proper organisation, I always think.
Oh, yes. How about a drink? Yes. How about you, Mr. Bannister?
Oh, thanks very much.
No, we're all right, thank you.
Yes, sir. We're all right.
Still, it's different, isn't it? You know, when you're working for yourself hard, when you're getting all the profits.
Oh, that's right. Cup of tea would be nice, though.
Then a cup of tea you can have. I'll put kettle on.
I mean, they only live a couple of doors from me, you know. They're lovely little kids. Sharon and Wayne, they're called.
Blimey, Wayne. What a name to call kids. They don't call kids like Fred anymore.
Well, I should hope not. Don't be sidetracked by Frederico. What about these kids?
Well, it just got me thinking, you see. I mean, they're hanging around outside the house waiting for the mammy to come home. Well, you see, she goes out to work.
Well, could they not get in?
No.
Well, they're what they call latchkey kids. Only most of them never get a latchkey, even.
Well, I mean, maybe the mother thinks they're better outside the house than in, you know, getting into mischief with matches and gas and all that.
It's not right, though. Anything can happen to them bairns, you know. I reckon the mother wants telling.
Oh, the mother wants telling, does she? What about the father?
Oh, I've never heard about him for years. I reckon she divorced him.
Don't you be so quick to blame the woman. She's the one that has to do the struggling.
Look, Elsa, I know it's hard, a woman bringing kids up on her own, but that's where I think she should be, in the home.
Well, how the heck can she be in the home? She's probably has to go to work to give the kids a decent life at all.
I know you'd side for them. I mean, you were a latchkey mum yourself, weren't
Well,
you?
what if I was? I had to be, and my kids didn't come to any harm either.
Stop yelling at one another. I've got awful headache, and I can do without all this argy-bargy, you know.
Oh, sorry, love. Have a drink, Betty. You and all, Fred.
You're a real lady, Elsie.
You just have to talk to him, Bert.
Well, I have talked to him, you know that. We've sorted all that money out. We've added them figures up, forwards, backwards and sideways. They still come out the same road, don't they?
Well, I know, Gail, love. I mean, there's no way, whatever she thinks now, that she's going to hand that baby over to somebody else while she goes out to work.
Look, you're talking about yourself now, aren't you? I mean, that's the way you'd feel.
And that's the way Gail will feel and all. She wants that baby, you know she does. She'll not hand it over to somebody else. I'll tell you what, I bet she won't even hand it over to me, never mind a stranger.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. She's one of nature's mums, is Gail, isn't she?
Of course I'm right. All this getting lists of baby minders, it's only kidology, you know. Just trying to kid themselves they can still afford that house.
Look, Betty, if you've still got that headache, you may as well push up home. It's not very busy here. I'll hold on.
Are you sure?
Positive. And if it does get busy, there's Elsie there. You'll give hand, won't you, darling?
Of course I will.
Oh, well, I'll just go and get me coat then.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the morning, Nathan.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Hot drinking into bed, remember?
Oh, hello, Elsie Chuck. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling fine. At least I was.
Oh, well, you want to watch it for a few days yet, you know? I mean, let's face it, you very nearly weren't here. If I'd have been 2 minutes later, then fumes would have had you. So you want to take things dead easy.
Oh, I'm trying, Hilda, to stay very, very calm.
Oh, yeah, you want to. That gin and tonic you're on.
Can I have a gin and tonic, please, for my friend Hilda here? And what about the husband of the plucky rescuer?
Well, a pint, thanks very much.
A pint for Stanley, then, thank you.
Well, how did you go on with your shopping, then? Oh, I see you bought a dress. Can I have a look?
You can see it when it's on, Hilda, thank you very much. Oh, as a matter of fact, I have got something for you.
For me?
Yeah, I actually bought it for myself, and I certainly thought it'd make a very nice thank you present for you. Here we are.
Oh, what is it?
Well, what you do with it is you take it and you stick it on the wall.
On the wall?
Yes, and you take this pencil and you write on it all the things you need, like butter, sugar, lard, vinegar, all the things you keep popping round to my house and borrowing.
Well, I don't know what you're hinting at.
I'm hinting at nothing, Hilda.
Only if you begrudge a bit of lard to a neighbour what's just saved your life.
Hilda, that is it. That is really it. I have been grateful, Hilda. God knows I have been grateful, but you've been round at my house, argy-barging, doing an action replay and going on and on about it. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But do me a favour. The next time you're passing my house and it's on fire and I'm in it, walk on by, please.
Don't worry, I will.
But if her house is on fire, it might spread to ours.
You keep out of this, you great nana.
Oh.
Oh, what's to do?
Wayne's fell. He's cut his leg.
Oh, well, take him inside, love, and let your mummy have a look.
She's not there.
You mean she's not back yet?
Yes, but she's gone out with our new dad.
Oh, I see. I mean, you're locked out again. But where's she gone, do you know?
Dunno.
Oh, when will she be back?
Dunno.
Oh, well, cheer up, lovey. She'll not be all that long.
They've gone for a drink.
Have they? Well, let me have a look at that cut on your knee. Oh, it's not that bad. It needs a bit of washing, though. I tell you what, Wayne. Hey, you come to my house with me and I'll wash it for you, will you? Hey? Come on, Doug. Give us your hand. Come on, baby. That's it. Come on, you as well, Sharon. That's it. Come on.
Another cup of tea, Mrs. Bannister?
Oh, no, that was very nice. Thank you. George?
Yes, sir?
Had you not better tell them, do you think?
Oh. Right, love. Well, we like the shop.
Ah. Good.
Yes, yeah, we had to think about it and a talk, and we like it. Don't we, love?
Oh, aye. Very nice.
Yes, well, we're very pleased.
We've looked at other shops, haven't we, George?
Oh, aye.
But we like this one.
Does that mean you're going to buy it?
Oh, aye, we haven't come here wasting your time.
Oh, good. Well, shall we have that drink now, then, that's settled?
Well, it's not exactly settled. George,
I've wrote down our offer.
Oh. Well, this is way under what we were asking.
Let me look, love.
It's the most we'll go to.
But it's £1,000 less than what we're asking.
It's our top figure. Like I say, we've looked at other shops, and although we like your shop, well, we think you're asking over the odds.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, I dare say we can compromise somewhere between the two figures.
No, I'm sorry. That's our final offer, and, well, that's it.
Happen you'll want to think about it. But let us know by tomorrow night, will you?
You see, there's another shop that we've got in mind.
I reckon he's fallen on his feet there, Stan. A good job's on the bins now, you know.
Oh, all right now, yeah.
See, with bonus, he'll be on what? Oh, 80 notes a week.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be on 80 quid a week.
Who is this Eddie Yates you're talking about?
Yeah, I say it's a good job for Eddie, isn't it? Shifting rubbish. You know, he can throw himself into his work.
Is that right? You'll be getting nearly 80 quid a week?
Aye, me gonna have the cream off that too. You kicked him out the house, didn't you? Told him to get out.
Yeah, but I mean, think of all the muck and dust he'd have been bringing in the house.
Think of all the money.
The trouble with Argyle and Brian is they've got their heads buried in the sand. There's no way they can pay for that house. Well, I don't know, they seem to think if they do now, somehow it's going to all come right.
Hey, well, don't keep telling me, tell them.
Well, I have told them, haven't I? Just don't seem to see any sense.
Well, that now Brian does. I think it's Gail that won't let him face facts. You just have to tell him again, Bird.
Oh, no, look, it's going to mean a row, innit?
Then there'll have to be a row, then.
But, love, it's their big dream, innit?
Look, Bert, it won't be one big dream if they keep carrying on, will it? It'll be one blooming big nightmare. Anyway, if you won't tell them, I will.
Flipping heck. You big daft lump, you give me the fright of my life. I thought you was a burglar.
Ah, well, I'm not.
Well, now, what a burglar'd be doing in here, I don't know, except looking for the quickest way out. Eddie Road, what are you doing home at this time of the morning?
Well, I started on 2 or 3 in Earl Street. They're all the way on holiday, so it was a waste of time.
Oh, do you mean to say we're the only two left in Weatherfield? Have all the others gone to Blackpool on a fleet of shadows?
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, Stanley Ogden, you'd find an excuse for not cleaning your own glasses if you had to. And you're not sitting there all morning like a budder, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
Even if some of them have gone off for the week, they haven't taken their windows with them.
Well, I can finish it, brew, now I've made it, can't I?
Get it down, you.
It's hot.
Blow on it. And listen, if you're not out of here in 2 minutes flat, you can follow the rest of them to Blackpool, because you're getting out here for your dinner. Eddie Yates found himself new lodgings yet?
Not last time I heard, no.
Hey, is it right what you were saying? He'll be on nearly 80 quid a week.
Aye, well, he earned it on that job, you know. Nearly done, nearly done.
What time's this lesson supposed to be?
12 till 1. Mind you, he has to drop his other student off first.
Oh, he has got other students then. You're not just the...
Of course he has.
But where you were talking, I had me doubts.
Look, Alf, don't take it out on me.
Hey?
I'm not the Bannisters, you know. I'm not the one who's only offered 15,000 for this place.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about why you haven't a good word for cat this morning.
Ah, well, it's all coming out now, isn't it? I mean, it's a good job you've got Muggins here to look after the shop while you go swanning off day and night with this sonny Jim, a driving instructor, whatever it's supposed to be.
Night?
Yeah, costing us a fortune at the same time.
Did you say day and night?
You know what I mean.
Hiya. Oh. See now the other half live, are we?
I'm waiting, actually.
Well, I'd stay to the side of the counter if I were you. You won't like it on this side with us consumers. You get ripped off something shocking. Only joking. Well, go on, I'll have a large sliced loaf, and next time I'll keep it gob shut.
All set then?
Yes.
And I must say, you look it. Everything all right with you, Mr. Roberts?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Well, don't worry, I'll bring her back. Mind you, I'm not saying when.
Bye. Yeah. Oh.
Driving instructor.
Ah.
Is that it then?
Do you know it must be lovely, swanning off into the sunset with him? Even if he has L plates on.
36.5p.
Hey, I thought we might go for a run this afternoon.
Yeah, all right, look.
Depending on what weather's like, mind you.
Yeah, well, we'll decide after dinner, eh?
Yeah. It's sunshine in here, all right, isn't it?
All right. I'll tell you where else it's sunshine in the north.
Where?
Benidorm, where we should have been this week.
Well, we're not there, are we, Bert?
I do know that we're not there, my sweet. Do you know, it's funny that, but when I woke up this morning, I thought, I can't hear any maracas. And somehow I knew that we were... Aye, here comes the worker then.
Yes, and there aren't many of us about, are they?
Give me 2 minutes, love.
Yeah, OK, man.
What have you been up to this morning?
Just suspense on a 3-ton lorry.
Hey, it sounds like fun.
I'll tell you what, it's mucky. I don't know about anything else.
Hey, Bert.
What, love?
You might like to have a word with our Brian about, you know, what we're saying.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Hey, what's that about?
Well, it's just that we, I'll tell you what, I'll just knock this off a minute.
Go on, Dad.
It's all right, don't panic. You can have it on again after.
Yeah, but you can watch telly all day, can't you?
Yeah, well, I want you to look at this.
What is it?
Well, we've been doing a few sums on the basis of what it costs to live here. Look, just listen a minute, will you?
You want us to give back word on the house, don't you?
Well, that's up
Or
to...
rather, my mum wants us to.
It's up to you and Gail what you do, and it's not your mum neither. I'm telling you this.
Look, Dad, we've worked it all out.
Have you? How much is your mortgage a week? What, 45?
About that, yeah.
Right, that's £45 per week.
Yes, but there's tax relief on that.
All right. And then there's gas and rates and electric, then all the new furniture you've got to buy. There's no tax relief on any of that, you know, Brian.
No, I've always had a soft spot for Eddie Yates. I wouldn't like to think of him without a roof over his head. Do you think we should offer or what?
Well, it was you who didn't want a bin man in the house, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that man was a bit hasty. I mean, it's a job that has to be done. And he's very clean in himself, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Well, in his habits, like, you know.
Why, not like Mickey Cox down to Legion. Do you know, Mickey pongs so much, you stand behind it and know he's there without turning your head round.
Oh, not while we're eating, sure.
That's true.
No, and the bit of extra brass he'd bring in wouldn't come amiss, would it? Be very nice, that.
Why?
So what do you think, then?
Well, he's been a bit of a bad lad, hasn't he? And they all call him. And we had a row last time he stayed here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But
But what?
he's got no people. We're his sort of nearest and dearest. And he did look after some of it poorly.
Oh, he did, yeah, yeah.
And he is a mate of mine. So I think if he wants to, we'll have him.
Oh, do you know, I wish he could have heard you say that, Chuck. Oh, you're a man that stands by his friends, Stanley. No denying it.
Because we can always,
Always what, Chuck?
well, if he starts again, we can always kick him out, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Want your bins empty, Mrs. Walker?
I doubt if that's what he's here for at the moment.
It won't last a month. Eddie hates working. It's unnatural.
Can I get you a drink, Squire?
Oh, that's very kind of you, Eddie.
Well, it's a change if nothing else.
Yeah, well, I'll just have a half then, thank you. Yes,
And a half for me, please,
Half
Betty.
for
Only I'd just like to thank you for what you must have said.
Oh, it's all right.
Well, they're very choosy at the council. They don't want people with sticky fingers who take the good stuff and leave the rubbish, do
Well,
they?
it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you're entering people's property.
Right, so I reckon somebody must have stuck their neck out a bit.
Well, yeah, perhaps I did lay it on a bit, you know, all that about you collecting for charity and running the local Boy Scout troop and giving up drink.
Hey?
Well, something like that, anyway.
Oh, I thought you were serious for a moment.
42p, love.
Well, cheers, anyway. And
Cheers.
look, don't go blotting your copybook this time, because if you do, you're blotting mine as well.
No, Zanger. I'll even make sure I close the gates properly.
Cheers.
Hey, give us a pint of bitter and
Shandy. No, change my mind. I'll have a sherry, a dry sherry.
I don't know, they changed their minds before they made them up.
Oh, you're right there on all that.
Well, it's better than going through life saying a pint of bitter, a pint of bitter.
All right, point taken.
Thought you two were away this week.
No, in a fortnight, Mrs. Walker. We're going touring. Len's hired one of them convertible things.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, Len's looking forward to it. Aren't you, Len? Say yes, Len.
I'm going, be satisfied.
All right, then.
Hey, look who it is.
The bin man of Alcatraz.
Oh, the bin man of Alcatraz.
I don't think that's very funny.
Look, yesterday, on my way here, they're waiting for the tea, and as I'm going home, they're still out there.
At that time?
Poor little mite said the mother were out drinking.
Well, have they got a father?
Well, no, they're divorced or something, but there's a bloke there with an aunt living there, you know.
I mean, do they actually look badly treated?
Well, not really. They could be got up a bit smarter, but, I mean, what meals can they be getting with nobody at home and them left out on the road all the time?
And what age are they?
Well, it can't be more than 7 or 8. It's not right. They shouldn't be allowed to fend for themselves at that age, now should they?
The NSPCC.
Well,
They're the people.
I know. But I'd be scared of making things worse, you know, with interfering.
Right. I better be getting back or they'll go without me.
Hey, what do they do, Eddie? Fasten you to the back of a lorry with a piece of elastic so that you keep up like.
How long do you think you'd keep up, eh?
Oh, mate.
How long do you think you'd manage it?
Don't be daft. I wouldn't have the job in the first place.
No, you know your limitations, don't you, Fred?
Give over. I do my fair share of humping round here. How do you think these crates and bottles make their way up here? There's a fair weight there, you know.
Yes, and then there's all the tops to be taken off.
It's humping round those big bags of crisps.
Oh,
you know.
all right, you can laugh. There's more to this job than meets the eye, isn't there, Mrs. Walker?
Certainly, Fred.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker.
But even so, I hardly see you doing the job Mr. Yates is doing. Not the way you puff and blow after bringing a single crate up those steps.
Oh, great, yeah. Thanks, Mrs. Walker.
See you, Fred.
Aye. That's how it's done, is it?
How what's done?
You pinch and skive all your life, then you get a job for a few hours and you're everybody's golden boy.
Oh, come on, Fred.
Charming.
Just wait till the novelty wears off. Then see how long he sticks it.
Mortgage, rates, gas, electric.
Gas, £3 a week?
Yeah.
Never.
My dad says he pays.
TV, £2?
Yep.
We're just going to have to do without then, aren't we? What's this plus 300?
Oh, I'll put that on.
Why?
Well, it's the money they lent us.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to pay it back, love.
All right, so we're not going to have a lot to spare, so what?
Love.
We'll manage,
We'll have
Brian.
17 quid a week, love, left to live on.
You can do all the sums you like, I just don't care.
Can you get her to listen, Elsie, because I can't?
Well, I'm sure she's listening, love, but perhaps she doesn't want to hear what you say.
Will you give her that for us?
Yeah, sure.
So I'll pick her up when I finish work.
Okay.
See ya. See you later.
What did he say?
He said to give you this. And he said he'll pick you up after work.
I don't care what it costs, Elsie. We've got to have that house. We've got to.
I see. Even if you live on bare boards?
Yeah.
With no new furniture, no new clothes, and even do without food. Tell you what, let's look at that daft list of Bert Tilsley's, and we'll put this on self-service for 20 minutes.
Thank you, love.
Thank you. Bye.
Ta-ra.
Thought that can't be reading
Oh, sorry, love.
Driving as well as that.
Well, I have had 1 or 2 lessons by now, you know.
must have.
I'm sorry I'm late, love. Everything all right?
I thought you were going to be back just after 1.
Won't keep you a minute.
It's all right, love, it's all right.
No, it was Gin's dinner hour, you see, and it was in no rush. So, well, we just sat in car and chatted for about 1/4 of an hour.
Well, of all the...
I was just saying I couldn't believe it were her driving down the street.
No, I can't believe it either. Hey, you can get yourself in here or you can lock the shop up. It's my turn to be off out now. Oh, just help yourself, love. Nobody else cares round here, so why should I?
Golden diamond.
Hello then, mate.
Hiya.
Pint, is it, Al?
Yes, please. Do you want one?
Aye, why not?
I mean, you only have to look around.
Oh, yeah.
And think of the difference, say, well, a year ago. There just is not the money around anymore. Well, I mean, a lot are on the holidays. Now, how many wish they weren't? How many would rather be working because they can't afford to go away? No, I admit it. I could show you the figures. Yeah. I mean, there just is not the money around. No. Oh, yes, Mrs. Ogden.
Mrs. Walker?
I'll be there if you want me.
Yes, all right, Mrs. Walker.
Now then, Hilda.
Oh, it's all right, Chuck. I'm not stopping. I just wondered if you'd seen Eddie Yates in here.
Yeah, he came in, but he's popped out again. He's working now.
Oh, yeah, Corporation's taking him on.
Yeah.
No, only if you do see him again, would you tell him I'd like a word?
Of course I will, love.
I'll be at home.
Oh, inflation hitting you and all, is it?
Inflation?
Oh, Mrs. Walker was just mentioned it.
Oh, it's always been hitting me, Betty. I mean, even when we never had it to good, some of us never had it at all.
I know what you mean, though. A drop.
No, I could have murdered her, honestly. I mean, any other time I wouldn't have minded, but now, with all this moving and everything, there's a lot to think about, you know, and it worries me. I don't mind telling you. I mean, you know we're having to find 28,000.
28, is it?
Yeah, well, it's a lot of money by any standards. I can't get to sleep at night with figures going through my head. And this couple, the Bannisters,
Yeah.
they've offered us 15,000 for ours.
And you're asking...
We were asking 16,000. They won't budge over 15,000. And they want an answer. They want to know today, yes or no.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so today when we're supposed to be deciding, can I get her to talk about it? Can I, Eck? All she thinks about is going off with Sonny Jim and then talking to him for 1/4 of an hour through his blooming lunch break. And there's me standing there, working, without so much as a cup of tea. It's not right, you know.
So it's like that, is it?
I mean, it's our future we're talking. It's our entire life together. You'd think she'd be a bit more interested. I mean, you'd think a blooming driving lesson would take second place to that, wouldn't you?
Women.
Of course. She thinks I'm jealous of him, you know, this driving instructor. It's not that at all.
No, she thinks she can leave all the worrying to you. That's what it comes down to.
Well, yeah.
Women's lib. They've got it. They've had it for years. Because they can leave all the worrying and all the planning to us. And so why should they bother?
He doesn't think what it's like for me living there with his mum.
Well, fellas are like that, love. I mean, he loves you and he loves his mum as well, and he can't see why everything can't be just hunky-dory between you.
Well, it's not.
Well, of course it's not.
I want somewhere for just the two of us on our own.
Just the three of you on your own, you mean?
3 of us.
Aye. Well, suppose Bert Tilsley's sums all come out right, and you don't have 2 halfpennies to rub together, what then?
I can always get a job.
Oh, aye, what as? Cotton picking with your bambino slung on your back?
There are baby minders.
Oh, yeah, of course there are.
Look, other couples manage. I don't see why we can't.
Yeah.
Everybody Jesus in there.
Oh, come in, Eddie.
Is this the place where a working fella can get a cup of tea?
Oh, it is that, Chuck. Sit yourself down. Be one in your hand as soon as I finish doing these hankies. Oh, honest, you know. I think he must use them for cleaning the windows, the amount he gets through. Annie Road, have you had a good day?
I'll tell you what, it's made me remember why I kept away from work for so long.
Oh, keep you at it, do they?
You're not kidding. I didn't know there was that much rubbish in the whole world.
No, the thrown away society, eh? Here, you're not thinking of packing it in or out?
Oh, no. It's just that the blisters I got on the first day have got little blisters of their own. Can't get any worse.
No, only I was just wondering whether you'd found any new lodgings yet.
No, but I'm going to see an address tonight, you know.
Oh, well, better luck me seeing you now, then.
Well, yeah, Betty said.
Oh?
Only we were emptying up airways. She said you wanted to speak to me.
Yeah, well, you see, it's like this, Eddie. Me and Stan have been talking, and I think I've managed to persuade him round.
Oh, yeah?
To the idea of you coming and living here, like. That's if you still want to.
It doesn't bother you anymore what I might be bringing in, like?
The money?
No, the muck.
Oh, well, we all say things we regret, don't we? No, you could have the front bedroom, you see. I mean, that'd be your own. You wouldn't be interfered with there. And use of the bathroom, all home cooking.
What sort of rent were you thinking of, then?
Well, all inconclusive, no hidden extras.
Yeah.
I thought 25 a week, seeing as you're a friend, like.
This one I'm going to see tonight, you see, it's only 15.
15?
Yeah.
You sure it's a lodging house and not a kennels? 20 then.
Go on. You know I can't resist your cooking, Hilda. I'll tell you what, it's a deal.
Right, I'll get you that cup of tea now. Oh, and here.
What?
The rent. You pay it to me, not to Stanley.
Thought I might have to.
Yeah, it's not that I don't trust him or out, you know. No, it's just that we've got our own system, like, and I wouldn't like it to get in a mix-up, that's all.
Do you want this?
Don't need it. I know all the figures off by heart.
What it costs to live these days. Sometimes it makes you wonder if it's worth trying.
Elsie, if I wanted it, I mean, just say if I wanted it, could I have my job back here?
You mean after the baby?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'd have to see Sedgwick about that.
Well, isn't there a law?
I don't know. Not in these places, anyway.
Well, there ought to be.
Oh, come on, cheer up. You can always rob a bank or come up on the pools.
We don't do them.
There you are, you see. You're not even trying, are you?
Hi.
Oh, look, come on, I'll cope here. You two get off and sort yourselves out.
Have you looked at those figures, Elsie?
Well, you'll have to talk to your missus about that,
Elsie thinks we ought to do the football pool.
Well, you asked for my advice, didn't you? Come on.
Great then, Elsie. Only, you know it's cricket season, don't you?
Yeah. Out.
You're telling for that, aren't you?
I want to talk with you, a serious talk. I can't do that with people coming in every 2 seconds.
Well, it is a shop.
Now, listen to me for a minute. As I see it, we have to make the most important decision we've had to make since we got wed. And that is whether we're going to sell this place, move away and start afresh. So what happens?
You go sulking in the pub for 2 hours.
Look, that was my dinner break.
A long dinner break?
Aye, after I've been in here till 2 o'clock.
1:45?
Yeah, well, 1:45 while you went swanning off with your driving instructor or whatever he's supposed to be.
Ah, we're coming to it now, are we?
What?
What's bothering you? Never mind the banisters and their offer. Never mind this shop and all the rest of it.
Ah, you might well say that.
Oh, no. The only thing that you're bothered about is me being in a car with another fella. That's it, isn't it?
Talking for a quarter of an hour in a car, if you don't mind.
Wherever I am, it's pathetic. What do you think we get up to?
Oh, that's got no to do...
Come on, what do you think happens when we get round that corner in that car?
That is beside the point. The point is you've had nothing else in your head all day.
You've had nothing else in your head all day.
We should have been talking about this seriously, as we should be now, for goodness sake. Look, are we going to sell this place to the Bannisters, or are we not?
It's up to you.
It's not up to me.
It's not up to me, is it?
Well, it's up to both of us, isn't it? Look, it was you that wanted to go, you know. It was you that started all this thing in the first place.
Right. Tell them no.
No?
Yeah. That's the only thing that's going to make you happy. Tell the Bannisters no, we're stopping here.
Right. I will. I might as well ring George at the same time and tell him it's all off.
Might as well.
Right.
Alf.
What?
I didn't mean it.
You what?
I didn't mean it. Ring the Barristers up and say we'll accept their offer and let's finish with this once and for all.
Look, are you sure that's really what you want?
Yeah, if it's what you want.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, love, about today.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault.
I think we're both a bit anxious, aren't we?
Yeah, well, it's a difficult time. Somebody can't read.
Well, are we opening now?
Ah, another hour.
I'll tell you what. I'll go and make some tea, love, while you're serving them. You haven't had any lunch, have you?
Listen, are you absolutely sure that this is what you want to do?
Yeah.
Right. I could do with a bit of tea. I don't mind telling you. I'll ring the Bannisters later. Tell them yes.
Aye, you should be there now.
With you two, Pete. When you went to your half past, we thought we'd better make a start.
Yeah, I just went for a walk.
Oh.
Whereabouts?
My red brick.
Oh, yeah, they're still flying them, what's they called? You know, remote-controlled aeroplanes up there.
I didn't see any.
They were there this morning.
I'll eat later, Brian.
Aren't you feeling well, love?
A bit weary.
Why don't you have a lie down?
Yeah, I will.
Your tea's in the kitchen, love, when you're ready. There's ham and there's salad and there's a Madeira cake.
We're not
and...
buying that house.
Oh?
What, have you talked to Gail about it?
Yeah.
Well, I think you both made the right decision, love. I do, honest. I mean, you don't want to go making your lives a misery trying to... What?
Just eat your tea.
But I'm saying I agree.
I know
Bert.
what you're saying. It's not needed. Just eat your tea.
Hello, kids. You were all right last night, then?
Yeah.
Oh. And your mummy came home all right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, behave yourselves, you two. I'll be back later on, right?
Is your mummy in at the moment?
No, not yet.
Oh.
What's up?
Well, I just wondered if there was anybody in the house.
What's it to you? Who are you, anyway?
Well, I'm Mrs. Turpin. I'm your neighbour.
Yeah?
Well, I just noticed that the children have been left out on their own once or twice.
Yeah?
Well, I feel they're a little bit young to be left on their own.
Here, go and play, you two. Go on. And you get lost and all, Mrs. Turbin, right? Their mother and me will worry about them. You just keep your nose out of it. That way there won't be any trouble. Don't worry about them two. Don't worry about keeping your eye on them, because I'm keeping my eye on you.
Oh, heck. That'll be Sedgwick. Hang on a minute. Hello? Oh, Mr. Sedgwick, how are you? You what? Just come in. I've been here a good 10 minutes.
You all right then, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, fine. Hadn't you better be scooting?
Yeah, I suppose I had.
Oh, go on then.
I don't feel like it, do I, you know? Well, there's having to kick the house into touch.
Look, we did all the sums last night. We went over 'em and over 'em again.
Look, enjoy yourself in Grimsby with your 3 ton of cod, will you? Yes, that's fine. And you. Ta-ra. That was Sedgwick. He's going away, so he says he won't be in next week. That means he could be in either today or tomorrow, any time.
He's not that underhanded.
Oh, have you ever known a boss that wasn't? Come on, let's get doing.
Won't your boss be wondering about you?
Yeah, It's a great dinner time I'm going to have, aren't I, with all those clerks? I mean, why should I be the one that's got to go and tell them I can't afford it?
Brian, I could carry on working here and then we could get someone to look after the baby and I could get my job back. Maybe we could still afford it.
Come on, love, there's a queue here.
No, love, look, worked it all out last night. We can't afford that house, you know that.
Can I just leave the order for me and the lads on the bins? Ready for 1200 hours else.
OK, that's fine. 2 tables for lunchtime, OK?
See you, Duchess.
Hey! Hey! How long have you been on the gang?
Long enough to get a kink in my shoulder.
Guns. I thought they'd put Alameda again with the guns.
Oh, I'll give you guns.
I don't mind guns. You can sleep through guns.
Yeah, so could I. But I can't sleep through snores like flipping doodle bugs.
What's all this? The insurance man coming?
We've got Eddie coming, haven't we?
I know Eddie's coming.
And don't forget, as from today, he'll be tipping up.
So he's sure he's got good digs.
Yeah, well, 20 quid a week full board and lodging is the kind of brass that makes a difference, Stanley. In future, when Eddie comes through that door, I shan't see another scrounger. I shan't see another skiving ale can. I shall see a paying guest, the gent what occupies the front bedroom.
What do you want me to do? Go out the front and put a neon sign up, Grand Hotel?
You can do what you like, I'm just telling you. From now on, there's going to be a new routine.
What's that? Kibbers for breakfast and fancy curtains around the cars, eh?
Never mind the comic cuts. Eddie'll be tipping up good money.
He's a bin man. Rubbish is the only thing he'll tip up.
Yeah. Well, there was a time I would have turned my nose up at a bin man. I would have thought a window cleaner was in a class above. But that's all gone by the board now. No, there's them as can tip up and them as can't.
He didn't tip much of it monkeys, I'll tell you that.
Monkeys was a muckhole.
He likes a muckhole. Get this place too bright and clean, he won't stay.
Look, you can say what you like, I'm telling you. In future, there'll be starboarders what have tipped up and lazy scroungers what haven't. So come on, Marlon Brando, shift yourself.
Insurance. I tell you, you're not covered. It's one driver only.
I don't believe it.
I got 5% off your premium.
Talk about time.
Yeah, well, next time I renew, I shall ask for self and spouse, naturally, but 6 months ago, you didn't even know you wanted to drive.
Hello. Hey, do you sell boot laces, love?
You might be able to find you some.
I got the old bricklaying boots out today. I'm trying to tie the damn things with half an inch.
These do you?
All right, Hey, fellas used to try to make a living selling these things, didn't they? You know, wooden leg, white stick, wounded at wipers. Morning, Alf. Who's next for shaving?
Anything else, Len?
Well, a smile wouldn't go far wrong.
I'd like to see this insurance.
Look, the car is in the back. The cover note is in the glove compartment.
Right.
She won't believe a blind thing. She's not covered to drive the car because there's no cover. But can I get it through to her?
What sort of a driver is she?
Well, I'll tell you, Len. The gearbox has never survived. Are you satisfied? Have you seen it?
I haven't looked yet, but I shall.
Yeah, that's it. Go on. I'm the biggest lad in Weatherfield, me, you know.
You'll tell me when to duck, won't you?
Precious motor cars.
You're not covered, love.
I'm covered enough to clean it, and I'm covered enough to push it when something goes wrong.
Hey, do you mind if I butt in? It might save your marriage. Not to mention your front window, because everyone that misses you is going straight through there.
Highly comical.
I hope when you get to Rovis tonight, you'll be a laughing stock.
Look, all I'm saying is this. It just needs one phone call, that's all. And then you've cracked it.
Go on.
Well, that's if you're still moving to Grange over what's it, are you?
Against all the odds.
What odds?
Well, 700 under the price we were asking for this little gold mine for a start.
It's a little gold mine now, is it?
Plus the fact that we don't know if we've got the sub-post office or not.
Get away. We're only waiting from the OK, from the head postmaster. Anyway, you know him. You call him George.
Oh, I know him a bit. I met him at union meetings. That's no guarantee.
With all your experience at post office, oh, come off it, Alf.
And now hang on, the pair of you. You've got me shell-shocked between the two of you. Now, all I'm saying is that if you're changing, if you're altering your, if you're moving somewhere, you've got to get in touch with your insurance company, haven't you? I mean, it's a different area. There's, less traffic and all that sort of thing. So they change your terms, don't they?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so they change your cover note as well to include Reenie. And that's all there is to it. They change your premium later. Now, what do I owe you for these, love?
You have them on me for the advice.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
I know they're not my kids. Maybe I am being a bit nosy and being told where to go is all I deserve. But over this last week or two, I've seen a definite change in those children. I don't think they're being fed properly.
And that fella that spoke to me last night, well, if you could call it speaking, I mean the ignorant devil, I know he's not the father, but, you know, he ought to be ashamed leaving those little kids out like that. Tell you something else, I know. Those kids are terrified of him.
Hey, I wish I had a quid for every night we were left to play out in the street.
I bet you weren't locked out. I bet you always had a jam butty.
My mum and dad used to go to Feathers on a concert night and leave us outside playing hopscotch. You mean to tell me somebody was snitching from the cruelty?
Your family circumstances, Fred, have got nothing whatever to do with the case. And by the way, a good cellarman needs only to look at the beer. Now, when it comes to your problem, Elizabeth, far be it from me to take a high moral tone, but I should have thought when it comes to children being ill-treated by their parents, you are treading on very thin ice and need to be absolutely sure of your facts. Well, I've seen nothing that says they're actually being ill-treated, you know, thrashed or anything like that.
No, but Betty, you're one of them that waits on, you see. Folk know where to find you, love.
That's true, you are that little bit extra vulnerable.
You know, I once had words with a fella about a whippet.
A whippet, I believe, is a dog. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were talking about children.
There's a moral in this story, Mrs. Walker.
A moral in one of your stories? Yeah, like finding a rose on the muck heap.
Well, do you want to hear about this whippet?
If it has any bearing.
Ah, well, the bearing is it were barking at the traffic, weren't it? And the nutter at the other end of the lead, he was giving it a right belting. So I went over and put my 2 pence in. I said, don't do that to the dog. I said, pat it, stroke it, call it a good boy, nice fella, you know, cup its jaws in your hands. He says, hey, he said, if you're a good dog handler, you do it. So I did.
What happened?
Bit my hand, didn't it?
That lot over there by the fruit machine. They've not had their bread and butter. What? They said they've not had their bread and butter.
They had a plate full. I don't know what they do with it. They must have mice in the back pocket.
Oh, well, charge them twice for it
Look,
then.
they asked for one lot, they've had one lot, and I'm on my price. How'd you go on?
Beat the builders, beat the building society, and beat the bank.
Bit of a rush in you, didn't I?
Aye, it didn't seem to take all that long.
No fuss.
No, just took it all as a matter of course.
Bango your dreams, just sign in.
Well, that's all a routine for the minute. I don't suppose with the first couple with big ideas.
They weren't that big.
Anyhow, the builders couldn't fund the deposit, but the site reservation fee goes to Roberton, along with the cost of the survey for the mortgage, which leaves us close on 80 quid light.
80 quid for nothing.
Aye. Anyway, then I went to the bank and got my mum and dad's 300 quid out. Going on your holidays, the clerk said.
And that's it.
That's it.
Goodbye, 16 Willow Crescent.
You take sugar, don't you, Eddie?
Yeah, if it's gone, Mrs. O.
Now then, your room's all ready for you. Clean sheets, new 60-watt bulb, and I've had Stan on the windows.
Oh, very hospitable, Mrs. O. I'm very much appreciated, no.
There's a very good wardrobe, what I got from my Auntie Gertie. She had a second-hand shop, you know, on Oldham Road. And there's a nice chest of drawers. Wallpaper's been on since 1972 and there's not a mark on it.
Do you know, I'm beginning to think I've made a very good move here.
I think you know where the usual offices are. Mind you, though, I shall expect them to be left as found.
Do you know, I think you've missed your way. I think you should have been a landlady.
Oh, go on with you.
Yeah, you'd have been the pride of Blackpool. All them little men with their knobbly knees knocking because they were 5 minutes late for breakfast.
Oh, but I wouldn't have been one of them grabbing sort, no. All tight corsets and faces like rat traps.
Of course not. You'd have been dead jolly and you'd have made great big jam puddings. Tea's being served in the lounge to the paying guest, Stanley.
Oh, you've landed, have you?
Who's this? The boot boy?
Mr. Yates hasn't landed, he's arrived. And Mr. Yates's bag wants taken up to his room.
Oh, well, it can fly there for me.
Do you know, butlers just aren't what they used to be.
No. Still, you know, there was a time when he did look a bit like George Sanders.
You'll have to tell him, Bert.
Tell who what, love?
Tell him I'm right about cancelling that house. He'll have to do business before he finds out it's costing him.
No, love, the lad knows what he's got to do without me chiming in the chorus, doesn't he?
Well, he needs a bit of a push then. Long as you don't do it in size 10 clog sort of
Look,
thing.
love, I can't talk about it anymore. If I do, I'm going to start crying. Well, I feel for the lad, love. I mean, all his dreams have been kicked into touch, haven't they? Ooh, I don't know. If the call came now, I'll tell you.
There's no need to start talking political.
Look, love, we've never supported the system, have we? I'll tell you what, we're getting soft in our old age.
Oh, hello, love.
Hi.
Your dinner's in the kitchen. Oh, I'll get it. You both look a bit done, eh?
No, it's all right. I can manage.
You sure?
Oh. Brian's got something for you.
What's that, love?
£300. We've no use for it anymore.
Well, we had thought about disappearing to the south of France for a couple of weeks. We're back in a big winner. But anyhow.
Thanks anyway.
Hey, love. You still got us. I mean, there's no sign in this house saying baby's not wanted.
No, it's just I've built up my hopes.
Well, it'll be just same as having one in your own house. It will, love, honest. You just look forward to it. Goodness me, I had our Brian down Rochdale Road there, didn't I, Bert? Right bugguch of a little place it was.
Well, it wasn't a palace, was it?
No, but I mean, once I got my baby, and I had a big royal blue pram with its canopy and a old paper back bedroom out with roses. Do you remember, Bert?
Yeah.
And had a little white cot and shelves to put his nappies on. I just used to sit there and powder his little bottom. I mean, I didn't care.
Raspberry, 3 black currants.
No insurance? Only driver? That's your cover note, isn't it?
Looks like it, aye.
Yeah, and what's it say? It says any driver. Or do I need new specs?
Oh, I could have sworn I'd...
Right, I'm covered now, so are we going for a practice?
Oh, love, there's all that stock in the back.
Look, there's no rush for it to start.
We practically sold this place.
There's weeks to do stop yet. Anyway, Mr. Lorimer says that if you don't practice, you need a lesson for every year of your life.
Listen, if he told you black was white, you'd believe it. That's sackless.
I take him here now.
Oh, no, another night, love.
Right. Right, I'll go on my own.
Oh, don't talk so daft.
Look, when we get to Grange, we'll need orders to be delivered. And you'll be stuck in shop because at post office and everything.
That gearbox needs nursing.
Look, I've got gear changing lit. I'm good at it.
Hey, listen, if you get caught...
If I get caught, I shall say that my husband's mean.
The gearbox will not...
Shut up about your flaming gears!
Have you any idea how much a new gearbox costs?
I'm not speaking to you.
All right, you win. Come on, Sterling Moss.
Look at that. There's a flippy Yankee up for that donkey at Beverley. Oh, I don't know.
Everything all right, Fred?
Oh, yes, fine, Mrs. Walker. Betty's a bit late, but we're not too busy.
Oh, as long as you're managing.
Aye. We could get pushed with Bet having a day off, you know. Just wants 1 or 2 thirsty baggers, doesn't it?
Well, I shall be in the back if you want extra service.
Aye. She never thinks you might want to dip in yonder. Hello, gorgeous. Ditch your old man again, have you?
He's fell in love with a ball tap. He's going to divorce me over a blow lamp.
It's nothing a few swift gin and tonics won't put right, is it?
That's what I thought. The Rovers, I thought. The Rovers get me hooks into something young, beautiful and free.
Well, I'm young and beautiful, but I charge £3. Try him.
Hello, Tiger.
Got to face it, love. There's just nothing else we can do.
I'm sorry, Brian. I just don't want to live in someone else's house with my baby.
Oh, well, I give up.
Oh, that's a lot of
Look,
use.
love, this is all new to me, you know. I've traipsed around all dinner time. I mean, look, it's only yesterday I didn't know what to do with my money. I'd go downtown every Saturday and not know what to spend it on.
Not so loud.
Look, love, we came here so we could talk.
We came here because the walls in that bedroom are paper thin and they can hear every word, and I don't want to hurt them.
Well, as long as it's family.
Look, you're close to them, Brian. I'm not that close.
I know, but you're welcome, my mum.
It's not the
look,
same.
Look, if we'd have lived at that house,
She'll
she'd have
be
been
watching me. Every mistake I make. Look, if I do its nappies up wrong, that's between me and my baby. If it cries, I'll rock it and I'll sing to it. And I don't want any suggestions. And I don't want her saying, "Wasn't he a naughty boy last night? Did you forget to give him his bottle?" Bert didn't sleep a wink. Still, never mind.
Yeah, and I'll be afraid to touch it with them looking at me all the time. What sort of father's old Brian gonna make?
And you'll end up going out to the pub, I know you will. Your dad'll say, "Come on, let's go for a pint, leave the women to cope."
I know.
So I'll settle for anything. Anything.
No.
I mean, your mum just said it all just now, didn't she?
I tell you what, I wish I had that paper.
Well, I copied a couple of dresses out this afternoon. Well, I left a gazette in the cafe.
Hey, I know that street. It's just near the bus depot.
Yeah, and that one. It's just behind the scrapyard, you know, by the cop.
Yeah, maybe we could walk there now.
Okay.
Hey, Fred. That fella that stood over there.
Oh, it was we were leg pulling.
Is he all there?
It's the original nutter, him. He once went to the doctor's with a bad corn and found it was a collar stud in his sock. Picture was all right, was it? Pictures?
Listen,
Enjoy it.
20 years since I went to the picture, do you mind? Elizabeth, what a relief you've arrived here. Such a good play on Radio 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Walker, that it's over the hour.
My dear, the buses are dreadful.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take this.
Buses me foot. I'll bet she sat there listening to a play about social problems. Well, the social problems out there, on us doorstep.
What's up, love?
Come on, Betty, tell us your troubles.
Oh, they're not my troubles. I just wish I could go inside, lock my door, pull my curtains across, switch the telly on and get stuck into a big box of chocolates and forget all about it. Oh, but you can't help seeing, can you? And you can't help worrying.
Worrying about what, love?
Well, these little kids.
What, they break in your windows or something, are they?
Playing knock a door, run away?
No, it's nothing like that, lovey. It's these two little kids that are being half-starved and left out in the road all hours. It's ever since this fella moved in with the mother. I mean, the two of them spend their lives in the pubs, you know. They don't give a damn.
As dicey as that, love. I'd stay well away if I was you.
Well, how can I? I mean, you have to pass the house to get here. I saw them tonight, and they were locked out again. They're so famished. I mean, the little lad's trying to climb through one of the side windows.
What can you do?
I'll tell you what I did. Took them inside my house and I fed them myself. Oh, the way they got stuck in. I can tell you. I was near to tears.
Well, we'll let you know then. Okay, see ya. Right for modernisation.
Let's try Peterloo Place. Can't be worse.
Yeah.
Oh, here, where have you been?
Oh, the wheels came off that flaming cart on the brew.
What's on the menu tonight then, Mrs. Hope?
Smells like hot pot.
Now, just you hang on, greedy guts.
I've done me work. I've earned me corn.
By rights, you should have your corn in the kitchen. All porter doesn't eat with the guests.
Oh, don't start that again.
I'm putting my shoes out for the shine tonight, Stan.
Have you seen the truck he's brought?
That's not truck. It's me treasures, that.
Oh, he treasures nothing.
I've got my treasures.
Such as?
I've got a pair of braces upstairs out of the kid.
Oh, yeah, a pair of braces with Mickey Mouse on, would you believe?
Hey, I had a pair of them.
Oh, yeah. What's this?
Hey, that's my art collection, that.
It's spicy.
It's not spicy, it's genuine art, that.
I don't mean that. I mean the hot pot.
Now, here. If that's mucky stuff...
It's not mucky stuff.
Well, come on, then. Let's have a look.
What's this? Censorship?
It's keeping a respectable house.
She made me burn me pin-ups when I come out the army.
I swear to you, Mrs.
No swearing in the south.
I swear to you, this is genuine art.
Now, listen, Eddie. If that is art, I can make allowances. But if it's pin-ups...
Oh, go on, look. Have a giggle. I know I'm daft.
Oh, hey. It's all bits out of comics.
I know. I've always done that. Cut the best bits out. They're always good for the chuckle, you know.
Oh, Luke. Keel Kate. Pansy Potter. Oh, Desperate Dan.
Well, if you feel there's cause for concern, Betty, you should report it to the NSPCC.
And get branded as a snooper.
Look, they're continually appealing for people to come forward with this kind of information. I mean, public awareness, people who are concerned and then act. I mean, that aspect is vital if kids are in danger. Especially if it's a sort of grey area, you know, no obvious cruelty, just the day-to-day neglect, the callousness that can suddenly escalate.
It's also official, though, isn't it? You know, filling in forms and giving your name and address.
Oh, no, they keep your name out of it. They guarantee that.
Aye, these things have a habit of leaking out, though, haven't they?
Folks start making guesses.
Well, I mean, you can't be entirely protected, of course.
I know, but you know where it can end, don't you? I mean, it can end with the kids being taken into care.
Oh, no, like, you know, to feel...
All right, Betty, then ask yourself this. What would you feel if you went home one night and there was an ambulance outside the house and the police?
Ah, come on.
Yeah, OK, but the record in this country for child care... And do you know, we're the only country that actually has to have a society to protect children from cruelty.
And now, be fair, that means that we're concerned, doesn't it? That means that we care. I mean, you don't find a society like that in Peru.
I mean it, really, that's it. Never, ever again.
You've just no patience, that's your trouble.
I nearly had no car.
Mr. Lorimer sits there all cool and collected.
He's got a dual brake under his foot, hasn't he?
He's just naturally a man who doesn't get rattled.
Oh, no doubt. He's probably got a VC in the drawer at home.
VC?
Victoria Cross. I'll give him one thing. He's a blooming brave man. For a start, when you're turning right, you indicate. You don't switch your blooming windscreen
Oh,
wipers on.
shut up!
Good evening.
Good evening, Mrs. Walker.
You're taking up driving, I believe, Renee.
Ah, you could say she's taking a crash course.
It can be a trying business, and of course, as one gets older. Still, I'm sure you have an excellent instructor in all.
Well, everything seems to have worked out well, one way or another.
Yeah, after a fashion.
Well, agony's of her, so to speak.
Superficially, love.
Put your money in bricks and mortar, they say, huh?
Ah, well. They tried, didn't they?
Oh, Bet, I wish I got £20,000. I could just go to them and say, here, it's all fixed up.
Me too, kid, but 300 quid. Well, it doesn't even buy a brick these days, does it?
No, you're right. Hey, buy us a bit of sunshine, though, won't it?
What do you mean?
Well, perhaps this September. Shall we rebook?
Hey, we could do.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of weeks then. When we come back, before you know where you are, Gail will be having baby.
Hey, I bet he's going to be a right little tinker and all, isn't he?
Yeah, it'll be smashing for her, won't it, having it here?
Why won't she have it in hospital?
Well, they don't always, love. I mean, even so, it'll be better for her bringing it back here to a bit of comfort, won't it? Because I think she's what's that word?
What? Reconciled to it, you mean?
Yeah, reconciled. Do you think she is reconciled, Bert?
I just think it's a damn shame, love.
The bathroom's not bad.
Suppose we're lucky he's got one.
They knew the kitchen up.
Certainly needs a new sink.
Mate, we've got a garden anyway.
7,250. Can we manage it?
We can apply.
Be careful with her. She'll be all right. I've got her. Soon have you in hospital, love. She'll be all right. Which hospital will they be taking her to?
Infirmary.
Oh, that's good. They'll look after her there. I was there myself last year.
Going in the ambulance?
Yes, I am. I'm her husband.
All right. Had a few pints, would you say? Smells that way. Better chase him up then. He had the keys, didn't he? How's the lorry lad? He's unconscious. They're getting him out now.
Excuse me, are you a relative?
Yes, I'm her husband.
Would you mind just waiting out here?
Well, I wanted to go in with her.
Not at the moment. As soon as we've sorted things out, we'll come back to you.
You better off out of it. It's bedlam in there, love. I've just been in with you. They've had 2 accidents, one after the other.
I think they'll let me go with her. My wife.
Oh, you better out here. Road accident, will it?
Aye.
Death traps roads are these days. If I've told him once, I've told him 100 times about going up main road with his bike. Now look where it's landed him. He's only broke his leg in 2 places. It's the last time he'd go on his bike for a long time. I tell you, I'll burn the bloody thing.
I should be with her.
Leave it to the experts, love. That's what they're paid for.
It's if she comes round, I'm not there. What's the matter? What for?
You have been drinking?
Only a couple of pints, I told you.
Then you've nothing to fear.
My wife's in there, seriously injured.
Won't take a minute.
I wasn't even in the car, never mind driving.
You had the keys. You were in charge. You were going to drive.
Do you know who I am? My name's Councillor Roberts.
Please, sir.
We can do it in the car.
Look, I'm not leaving. Not with my wife in there hurt. I'm not.
I'll see if I can find out how she is.
Is he in order? Is he entitled to do that? You'd think he'd have something better to do, like catching a few burglars. They're always on his back, aren't they, sure?
They're still examining her.
She's still unconscious.
I think so. So, shall we go and get it over with, eh? Come on, sir.
He had been drinking. I could smell it on his breath.
Take a deep breath and blow into it for between 10 and 20 seconds. You'll have to do better than that. Yes, as you can see, it's over the limit.
I've had a couple of pints. I told you.
And according to that,
So what happens now?
I'll breathalyze you again in 20 minutes. If the result's the same, you'll then be required to give a specimen of blood or urine. And I must warn you
Yeah,
that...
I'll give a specimen. It's supposed to be more accurate anyway. But I'm not leaving this hospital till I know how the wife is. I mean it.
I'll get the police surgeon to come here.
Where are you taking her? Rini?
She's going down to the theatre. We want to find out where she's bleeding from. Off you go.
She's not too good, is she?
No, she isn't.
I don't like the way she's breathing. It's as if she's fighting for every breath. What do you think?
Just have to wait and see.
And when you did manage to get in the bath, you were only warm on the side of you nearest the fire. The other side was as cold as ice.
Yeah, especially if somebody opened the door while you were sitting there.
Oh, aye, and then that east wind had come whistling down that lobby right up your nose.
And once I filled bath up for myself, and I put it too near the fire, and I got that hot I couldn't get in. I was stood there in my buff with a piece of my dad's flannelette vest in one hand and a lump of carbolic in the other.
Yeah, them were the days, weren't they, kid?
Oh, didn't you have it rough?
Very funny. You don't know the half of it, my lad, but we were very happy, weren't we, love?
Yeah, I suppose we were, no.
Hey, kid, do you fancy nipping down to Rovers for the last half hour?
I thought you'd never ask. I do enough sewing across road. Come on.
You two coming?
Are we?
I don't want to. You can go if you like.
Nah, I don't really fancy a drink.
Oh, all right, then, see you later. But I'll tell you what, if you're making any supper, will you make me a great big corned beef and Piccadilly butty just for a go to work?
Oh, you'll be lucky.
All right, see ya.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
You know whose benefit that were for, don't you?
Whose?
Mine. Just slyly making the point that I should be happy with a terraced house that at least has some mod cons. I won't have to sit in a tin bath in front of the fire.
You don't even reminiscing, love, like you're always doing. Hey, I wonder if we'll do that when we go.
I hope not. It's dead boring.
Hey, love, we'll do that house of a treat. You just wait and see.
Yeah. At least we'll be on our own, won't we?
Yeah, hey, we'll get one of those tin baths so we can have a bath every night in front of the fire, if you like.
Try then, love. I hope everything will be all right. I'm sure it will be.
Dr. Edwards Theatre. Dr. Edwards Theatre, please.
Well, that often happens. Someone wanted in a hurry, that's all.
In the operating theatre?
Shouldn't worry about it.
Please, God, let her be all
There you are, dear. Thank you. By the way, how is... hesitate to call him your grandson.
Well, he is, Mrs. Walker. As a matter of fact, he's fine, thank you.
You know, I've always thought if there was one other person in the world who had the ability to hold the march of time, the strength and the character, that person would be Elsie Tanner.
Oh, and who's the other one, Mrs. Walker?
Me, of course.
Hey up, ladies. Can I join you?
Yeah, pull up a chair, get out your woodies.
What, we celebrating? Has one of you lost a stone or something?
No celebration. Me and Mavis have been doing some stock taking, so we thought we deserved a drink. I don't know what her excuse is.
I've been slugging away all day as well.
So have I. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
You know, we might just as well be four men, mightn't we?
Get off.
No, I mean, we might. We are. Sitting drinking in a grotty little pub.
If Annie Walker hears you say that, she'll sew your knickers to your vest.
No, well, I'd have to work in for most of the day, just like a crowd of men. Well, is this what we fought for when we fought for liberty and equality and that? Well, I know I didn't.
I know where I wanted. I wanted my own little luxury flat where I could loll about in something loose but alluring.
All I ever wanted was me independence. I could never afford it.
Well, isn't this the way things are now? I mean, great. I'm not complaining.
And what about your good self, maybe?
Well, I think that we were better off as we were. I do. I mean, I would rather be at home now ironing half a dozen shirts than sitting here.
You want your mouth washing out with soap, you do, Mavis.
Good. And I bet you all would too if you were honest with yourself.
And she got the knack of making you feel miserable. Night before I've gone my holidays and all.
This is Dr. Edwards, Miss Roberts.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, Mr. Roberts.
She's not... Is she?
I'm afraid so. I'm sorry.
But she wasn't that badly hurt.
Her spleen and her liver were both ruptured. There was very little we could do.
I see. Well, I'm sure you did everything you could, Doctor. Could I see her?
Oh, yes, of course you can. She's this way.
I'll take that cup, Mr. Roberts.
Sorry.
You're an early bird this morning.
More than could be said for some. There's no sign of life yet at that corner shop. Some mail for you, Mrs. Walker.
Thank you. Oh, well, I suppose they can afford to be a bit lax, being on the point of leaving as they are.
Yeah, but
do you know, dear, I was awake in bed this morning, and I thought to myself, what am I doing still here? If I were a donkey, I'd have retired years ago.
What would you do with yourself if you retired?
Well, I should move graciously through life, rather like the Queen Mother.
Yes, but I mean, is running a pub all these years the right sort of training for gracious living, Mrs. Walker? I mean, the Queen Mother was never a landlady, was she?
Come on, Wiki Wiki, bread! Bread!
What do you think you're on? Trying to wake the dead or something?
Oh, well, I'm not having much luck there, missus, that's for sure. You don't fancy inviting me in for a nice cup of tea till they get up? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Well, I might if I thought there was any point in it. But you don't get a bean out of a pea pod, do you, Chuck?
I'm only on the front cover of Health and Strength this week, that's all, missus. If you don't get up, you don't get no bread.
So settling for this house in Peterloo Place?
Still, it's better than living on top of your mum and dad, isn't it? I bet Gail thinks it is.
Yeah, well, she's not very happy we're not moving to that new house, though.
Your next one will be. Look at it that way.
Yeah, yeah. See you.
Ta-ra, love. She ought to think herself flaming lucky she got a house at all. I haven't got a new house, and I'm 35.
You're only 35, and I'm just a gleam in my father's eye.
All right, 36.
You're right, though. Gail is lucky. I mean, Willow Crescent or Peterloo Place. Either of them would seem like a fairy castle to me.
Oh, God, here we go again. You know, I swear there is one thing I'm going to do before I die, and that's see you married. Then we'll see if you're still starry-eyed after a month.
Well, then you'd better be quick, because if you're only 36, you're aging fast. Very fast.
Watch it, Riley, or I'll pray it about you've got hers on your chest.
Morning.
Good morning.
Not open?
No. Is there anything wrong?
You've not heard?
Heard what?
Mrs. Roberts was killed last night in a car accident. Could I see you for a moment, Mr. Roberts?
Yes, will you go through? I won't be opening today. I'm sorry.
Rini dead? I can't believe it. I only saw her last night. They were just going for a drink.
They can't expect me to open today, can they? In the circumstances.
No way. They'll understand.
Come on through. Sit yourself down. I thought I might feel a bit better if I had something to eat, but when I'd made it, I couldn't face it.
You'll still be suffering from the shock, I expect. It's only to be expected after what you've been through.
I feel jiggered. I feel as if I could sleep for a week. But my mind's too active. I keep going over and over things. Where did that lorry come from? Where did it come from?
We haven't had a chance to interview the driver as yet.
How badly is he hurt?
Broken leg and concussion.
Broken leg and concussion. He's lucky. Luckier than... When will the post-mortem be?
I'm hoping this morning.
Or does there have to be? I mean, is it necessary? We all know what happened.
We have to be sure. After the PM, the coroner will open the inquest for identification purposes only. After that, you can make the funeral arrangements. Have you contacted an undertaker?
No, not yet. It'll be Jack Warburton. Warburton and Son. I've not told her mother yet, either.
Can't do everything at once.
And there's a brother. He's in the army.
We might be able to help you there. Help contact him. Do you have any children?
No. We married late, you see. I always wanted a family, but...
Do you mind if we talk about the accident? Find out exactly what happened. Just answer a few questions.
What for?
Just for my report.
I weren't drunk, you know.
Now, that's another matter entirely. I just want to get the accident sorted out.
I don't remember a right lot about it. I can remember the lorry appearing from nowhere. What I can't understand is why I weren't hurt. I mean, I just that second walked round the front of the car. Why wasn't I knocked down?
It happens. I put the time of the accident at about 9:30. Would that be about right?
Oh, yeah. We came out of the pub about 9:15. And I let her drive.
Could it have happened?
God only knows.
She was in the car, presumably.
Well, presumably.
And Alf was on her, you see.
It seemed to be to me.
Poor Alf.
Poor Rini, you mean?
No, poor Alf. I mean, if she was driving and he was in the car in charge.
Well, I'm sure it was no way to blame, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, no, of course not, no. Rover's return on Walker.
Yes, she's here. Hold on a minute.
Be Elizabeth.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes? Oh, yes, all right, yes. About tea time is the best time. All right. Yeah. Bye. The man, you know, from the NSPCC wants to come and see me tomorrow. What do you think he wants?
Can't imagine, dear, unless it's to report on the progress he's making.
Oh, dear. I wish I'd never bothered phoning them. I mean, not now. Not with poor Reenie. Oh, I just feel I can't cope.
Elizabeth, what you and I both need is a good cup of tea. Come along, love. Do us both a power of good.
Do you think I did the right thing, Mrs. Walker, reporting on the children?
I am sure. Absolutely.
Well, what do you think he wants? I mean, I thought I'd finished with the NSPCC once I'd telephoned them.
Now, take Mr. Baldwin here. He's living proof that the single life is the good life, aren't you, Mr. Baldwin?
If you say so, darling.
Successful, rich, debonair.
True, true.
Are you planning to get wed?
Well, I'd be a mug too, wouldn't I, with what's going for me?
Tell her.
Tell her what?
That she's a mug to get married. You're better off single.
You're a mug to get married. You're better off single.
Ken, you tell her.
Oh, Rita, do shut up and go on your holidays. I don't know why you bothered coming in this morning.
To give you your instructions, because without them you'd be paralysed for the next fortnight.
Marriage is a very fine institution, Mavis, and it gives a lot of people a lot of happiness.
Here, here.
Hey, you've been singing a long time, mate, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, nobody'll have me.
She will. And she'll iron your shirts. Right, I'm off.
Oh, have a good time. Just talk a lot of rubbish. Still, it's only in fun.
Oh, I don't know. She's right what she said about me. Successful, rich, debonair. I mean, spot on. See you.
Bye, bye.
How would you like to share my jag for the afternoon, not to mention my life? Something I said?
You've obviously not heard either.
What?
Reenie Roberts has been killed in a car crash.
Oh, no.
When?
Well, last night sometime.
Was off with her?
Yeah, but I think he's all right.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Remember me?
Should I?
Willow Crescent Estate, sales.
Oh, yeah, you were there once when... Sorry, I'm a bit stupid today. It's my condition.
Condition?
I'm having a baby.
Oh, well, I've had two. Nothing to it, love. Easy as falling off a log. Can I come in?
Yeah?
Well, now, what it was, I think I've some good news for you.
We've definitely given back word, you know.
Oh, yes, I know, but there's another property coming on the
there's no
market.
point. We can't afford it.
This one's much cheaper. Oh, hello there.
This is Mr...
Newton. Sales, Willow Crescent Estate. I was just telling your wife...
I've got a certificate to prove it.
I was just telling your wife about another property we have.
You're wasting your time, mate. We can't afford a new house.
Not even one at only 13,000.
No.
Repayments not much above 100 a month.
No way.
Hey, hang on a minute, Brian. At least we can listen to him.
Well, once you do, you'll buy it. I'm the greatest salesman in the world.
We'll risk it.
Right. Well, what's happened is this. The house was bought by a couple who split up before they could move in. She ran off with a bloke she met in a takeaway. So, he wants to sell. That's the property.
You've seen this house. It's only got one bedroom.
Yes, but it's ready for occupation, and it's only 13,000, which is nearly £50 a month less than what you were going to pay for the other one.
Oh, I'm sure we can manage that, Brian.
Now, one bedroom, love.
Yeah, that's all we need for a long time yet.
Seems to me you have a very wise wife, Mr. Tilsley.
He has. He's like licorice also.
Oh, I'd love one. Yeah, I couldn't get enough of these when I was having my kids.
Is there anything I can do for you, Al? Anything at all?
I think it's all been done, thanks, Ken. Thanks all the same.
The police are very good, aren't they, times like these?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I'm very, very sorry, Al.
You know, really was a sort of bonus to me in a way. Sort of second chance. After my first wife died, I'd settled myself to being a bachelor, not being much of a catch. Then up popped Reenie. Like a little miracle in a way.
Well, you always did seem to be very well matched.
And Coronation Street returns at the same time tomorrow. Next on Plus, it's Families.